I'm here. Not got my ears in. We're back with synesthesia today. Sorry, I'm just distracted as I was doing some bits before stream. Let me just co-stream. Right. And then let me just get Jessie up. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Jessie. I am slightly distracted. But I'm here now. I'm
just so distracting.
No, sorry. I'm doing a cool work project, and I keep on having to write down ideas so I don't forget to sort them when I'm at work. But yeah, I got distracted. It's all good. We're here now. Anyway, synesthesia again. We're back. Hopefully we get an ending that's not as dying this time. That would be nice.
I think we're gonna hit another dying ending.
Okay, we're probably gonna hit another die ending, but
this time we're gonna die with Eris.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I
thought that was the plan.
Fine. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Gosh, yeah. I'm glad you remember. Scatterbrain here is not really.
Like, I think the plan is that we're doing like a couple of like mini dives into the flowchart to then hit the Eris route at the major divergence point.
Yeah, we need purples, don't we?
Yes,
because
we
got
need
reds.
2 more purple points.
Right. Okay, now I remember now. Sorry, it's been a little over a week.
We have to jump to chapter 2.
I think I set it up like that. I should be in chapter 2. Because I did that before the end of the stream, because otherwise I would forget where the heck I was. We should be in Wednesday, April 18th, Explore.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Wednesday, April 18th, chapter 2. Yes, okay. So, right. Brain engage. I've got tea. Stream is recording. Everyone's here. Hi, everyone. Who did I miss? Oh, gosh, I missed quite a few people. I'm really sorry. Subterfuge, Raina, Mr. Coolness, Bilius, Circlead, and Jessie. Hi, everyone. I'm here. Sorry. Mr. Coolness is not creating chaos today. And Sub is lurking. Right, I'm up to date now. Okay. You've got my attention. Right, Jessie, what are we doing? Where are we going?
I think we're supposed to go towards the street and then the cafe.
Okay, I can do that.
That's usually where Eris is.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think we went to the arcade and that's where we found Isla.
Yes. Okay. It doesn't look like Eris is here. It's only one.
Then we'll go to the pier.
Place I could imagine she. I think we had possibly had this thing last time. Another time. Sharp's Point.
Yeah.
Naval. Wharfside. Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Oh, am I? Am I Zeke today?
You're always
Are
Zeke.
you sure?
I'm sorry. I'm coming off the back of another visual novel where I was reading all the characters. My brain automatically just reads what's on the screen, which can be a good or a bad thing.
I'd find you here.
Eris quickly tosses something in the bin before turning to face me. Why do I feel like we've had this conversation before, and we'll make some joke about her having ice on her face?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we've had the similar. Maybe it just skipped to this bit if we didn't do this bit earlier. Anyway, quite literally, she must have just been eating a tiger bud snow cone, as there is clearly red syrup running all over her right hand. This is perfect.
I was just...
Oh, hang on. My TV's too loud. It's possibly bleeding. Let me turn it down. Okay.
It's okay. I understand. Beneath your icy exterior, you are really a woman who enjoys the simpler things. That's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I can't help myself. Her embarrassment over this makes it too hard to resist. Okay, hopefully I've rebalanced the sound now, so we should all be good. Let me know if there's any issues. And Jesse, let me know if it starts leaking, because you're probably the best one to let me know on that one. It shouldn't, but let me know.
It's weird because Discord leak versus OBS leak is different.
It's using the same input.
It is, but for some reason I've seen the two of them not react the same way.
Oh, okay. Even so, do let me know if it leaks on your side. Just because I don't want to do that. That would be rude. Also, I hope everyone's doing okay. It is somehow the weekend. How the heck it got to that point, I don't know. I've been having way too much fun this week with my work project. The week just sort of got away from me. Anyway, red alert. I may have come on too strong. Danger imminent. It's time to redirect.
Brings you down here anyway. I'm guessing it wasn't just for the snow cone. ...
I just like it. That's all.
I get you. I like it here too. ...
The sea is calming.
Eris looks out wistfully across the expanse of ocean before her.
Sometimes I just get this weird feeling that maybe somewhere out there across that great expanse, someone is waiting for me. Perhaps they look out across the ocean the same way I do.
It's kind of romantic. I'm surprised she's speaking so openly to me, but there is a beauty and depth in her eyes as she speaks. There is something about her.
Who are you speaking of?
I don't know. It's no one in particular. It's just a feeling. I'm sorry. It's kind of stupid, right? I don't know what came over me.
No, it's not stupid. I think I know the feeling.
A silence comes over us as we both look out across the sea. Why is my left hand cold but my right hand's not? Weird.
Did you find it hard having come here alone?
It's okay. I'm used to being alone anyway.
You mentioned that. Where are your parents?
100% chaos. Really, Jesse? Really? That's the vibe you're going for today.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Yeah, apparently you're just channeling chaos.
Who knows? They're musicians, touring around Europe somewhere.
I still haven't set up my chaos button.
They've always put that first, so I've always moved around a lot. Now that I'm college age, they sent me off here.
I see.
I see. That was probably why she found it hard to contact them when she arrived when her bank card wasn't working. Oh, 60% for me. I mean, that feels about right. I sit down and I yawn, so... Oh dear. My random game for the stream is management. That's the how to lose time whilst playing a game genre.
They don't care about much other than being on the stage. At least they're rich enough to support me. I guess in their heads, they think that makes up for it.
Got horse riding. You're a pony girl!
And you?
Yep, you
You're
know
bored
me.
now,
I'm actually
so
hoping
I
that
assume
Uma
you're not
Musume
from
comes
here
to
either.
Xbox, you know. Oh boy.
You're hoping that... What? I didn't get the reference.
Uma Musume. You don't know the horse girl anime?
I know My Little Pony.
Joe.
I'm not a horse girl! My mum likes horses. I'm not a horse person. You know, they're fine.
They're horse girls.
I've not...
I sent
no.
a TikTok to or an Insta to somebody about, like, a dubbed Uma Musume. And all it did was put horse noises over all the dialogue.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, with the yawning! Seriously, Joe, you sat down and the first thing you start doing is yawning. That is annoying me. Anyway, no, I know My Little Pony. That is the extent of my horse knowledge. Beyond, I guess I possibly read one of the Jill's books back when I was a kid, but no, yeah, I was never a horse girl. So no, I have no context. But the visual novel we did on Thursday was a how do you say it? Yaoi? The boy, yeah,
Boys
yaoi.
love?
Yeah, boys love.
Okay.
Well, it was man. It was very much shirtless man. It was fun. But I was like, oh, I know what this is because Jessie told me, but I'm going to have to look it up because I forgot which one it was. Because I know there's, I've forgotten it, literally forgotten it. And yeah, and Yuri, which is the other one, yeah. So, yes. But I'm like, ooh, a word that I know that I have been told the meaning of. My brain did not retain it all. But yes. Anyway. Where did we get to?
Not too different from you, really. My parents sent me here a while ago for high school to help deal with my ability. I don't see them much anymore. Are you going to tell anyone what ability you have? I know something about it bugs you, but it might make this whole thing a lot easier. It's helped me.
We might actually find out what her ability is on this thing.
I figure eventually today we're going to find it out.
I hope so. Dot.
I've got to get going now.
Oh.
I've got some things to get done before we meet up later. I'll see you then.
And just like that, when we were finally having a normal conversation, Eris suddenly walks off. Because you asked her about a power, you nut!
I don't know. That's weird timing.
She wasn't her normal sharp self. With those parting words, they felt more raw and somber, like I struck a real nerve. She didn't seem angry or offended. In some ways, that makes it worse. I'm not sure how to deal with that. At least when she's angry, I can joke around to lighten the mood. I didn't expect it to act this way at all when I bumped into her down here. I guess there's a lot hidden behind those keen eyes. Hi, Leaky.
All right, they should be here any moment.
Hey, Leaky.
We just need to add the finishing touches.
Okay, so should we just hit skip? Because we've done this bit before.
I was just gonna jump anyway.
Well, my chart doesn't let me jump, so I'm gonna hit skip until it gets to a new bit. Because it may be that there's some different dialogue depending on cricket. Ugh, crikey, mate. Right. So now I'm in chapter 2. Friday. Is this the next flowchart decision? No? Okay, hang on.
You're looking for Tuesday the 24th is the next spot we need.
Alright, so Friday is an explore. Okay. I guess we're skipping the puzzly thing. Okay. Right, let me drop a save. And I'll have to go back because I literally can't.
This game seems a little buggy at times.
It could just be something I'm doing wrong. But
Yeah,
no,
but like when we've had like journal entries that were too long for the screen, we haven't been able to access the whole journal entry. So I don't know. You could be, but like at the same time, like this game has had issues.
I mean, I see the difference when I'm in the flowchart from the menu. Okay, so we've now got +1 there, and if we jump past there to this explore, it now has 3 on the purple Ujima flop, right?
It always had that on the lock, yes.
What? Oh, it always had that on the lot. But we have a +1
Yeah.
purple. So, but we do have 3 now. So if I skip to
Yes.
this explore... Okay.
Yeah, we need the +1 purple from this event as well.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hit skip until we get to that. Then... Should we just go straight to the bluff point thing?
I was gonna check the cheeky dog first.
Okay. Cheeky dog. Okay, walking into the cafe, I met with a familiar sight before me. Oh, in which case that was a really good idea. That was a really good
Eris.
idea.
Taking a break on the snow cones and back to the milkshakes, I see. ... What's wrong?
I don't want to talk about it.
I keep yawning. That's what's wrong. Eris puts down her milkshake with a look of frustration.
But what?
I said I don't want to talk to you right now. ...
Why is she so upset?
This has nothing to do with you.
What did we do? Where are we?
You should go find Isla. She's the one you should be with.
What? Why are you saying that?
I'm now just gonna have a quick look at the flowchart because surely we should have... Are we not in the thing? Are we not getting story? Did skipping make it not work? Because we can
No, I
totally
think we're in
get
there.
that. Okay.
It hasn't kicked us out. It's just been... We're trying to
Can
break
you not
through.
take a hint? I want to be alone.
Okay, fine. All right. I mean, it was
This is
just
her
because...
insecurity over us wanting to choose time with her over Isla.
Okay. I mean, it just...
That's my
felt-
guess.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Generally, if someone says they don't want to spend time with me, I just was like, yeah, cool. It was hardly a hint, more like a huge slap in the face.
No, we didn't try to go down this road earlier, so like I would think that this sets it up as like
Okay.
if you don't have the points, this is the conversation that happens and you get thrown out. But if you have the points, you have this conversation and are able to break through this.
Yeah, I guess, but we didn't really have...
We didn't even try to go here.
Yeah.
We just went straight to Isla last time.
We did. Well, you were very much, you wanted to date the redhead. So yeah, cool. It was hardly a hint, more like a huge slap in the face. I just don't know why she's being like this. Though it's clear, whatever it is, I'm not the person she wants to talk to about it for whatever reason.
If that's what you really want, I'll leave.
Sigh.
I'll be fine. I just want some alone time. I'll see you around.
All right then, see ya.
That just felt like we got kicked out. No? Yeah.
I want to try
We'll
again.
it. Well, she respects her wish for some space. I just hope she's doing okay.
Gonna head to
Wow.
Sharp's Point, maybe?
Yeah,
The wharf?
side. It's a nice calm afternoon with a gentle breeze brewing. Just gonna roll with it. There's no sign of anyone I know though. I think it reset our relationship. Because that's what it says when you hit the flowchart with the jump. It says relationship points will be reset to whatever they were at that point.
So what, do we go chapter 2 and then jump?
What do you mean chapter 2 and then jump?
So we jump to where we started today.
Yes. Well, I had to say, yeah. We started the explore, we did the +1, we got a purple story thing. But then I think we need to skip, do the puzzle, and to get to this explore with 3. If you see what I mean. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna load my save that I made. This is why I drop saves as well, because also, you know, things will occasionally break. I'm not quite sure what we were actually doing.
Thank you, class. In the meantime, I
Oh,
apologize.
we're
that you had
following
to
Eris. So now we need to go down to the wharf, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
I'm gonna try Sharp's Point and then wharf side. Ah, so now we can just skip because it's by
Yep,
the
that's
time I
what I'm
managed
just
to
doing.
find her. And then we're still supporting Isla. And then
Well, because we still go, we all go to the arcade regardless. Then.
yeah. Well, that's good.
Awkward conversations with Maya.
We met Dr. Snow, at least. But it wouldn't let us skip if we hadn't seen it because we've not got skip known stuff on.
Yeah.
So we're only skipping stuff we have already read on stream. I'm just going to go back a few because I don't know. We're going to the school. It's like we get to explore point. I'm like, where the heck are we going? We are going to the Institute.
You can skip the puzzle, it looks like.
There's a skip at the top of the thing. What's this on the door? We could skip the puzzle. Yeah, let's just skip the puzzle. And you did it all by yourself. I'm actually impressed. Did I really just impress Eris? I didn't even think such a thing was possible. Heck, well, I mean, that's got to be a point in our favor as well.
Well, what I mean is, at least your ability actually turned out to be useful.
Right. Skip. Skip.
Tuesday.
Chapter 3. Tuesday. Maya. Joker
I think I'm at the right
cards.
spot.
Chapter 3, Tuesday.
Yeah, I think this is the spot where we need to head to the.
Well, it's the first
cheeky dog.
explore in Chapter 3, Tuesday, so I'm just going to drop
Yeah.
a save again because, heck, this
We're probably
game-
gonna need to fast forward from here to where the fourth lock is.
Yeah, probably as well, but I'm still going to drop a save just in case. Okay, so now we're going Main Street. And then the cheeky dog.
Yep.
Walking in the cafe, met with the familiar sights. Taking a break on the snow cone.
This is new.
I don't want to talk about it.
After she says she doesn't want to talk about it.
Right, okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
I've had enough. I think I've had enough of her avoiding everything. We've spent enough time together now that if I don't try speaking to her, nobody will. Okay, I'm just going to check the flowchart. This should now be purple's. Not quite yet, but yeah.
It only really fills in after something happens, not during.
I know. I'm impatient. It's a flaw. Anyway,
Tell me
more
if I'm
backstory.
wrong, but you don't know anyone from this town and don't get along with your parents. Is that right?
Why are you bringing that up now?
The way I see it, I'm in the box seat to hear you out. Who else are you going to talk to if not me?
A risky play, but it had to be said. Sigh. Eris sets a drink down on the table and turns her attention towards me.
I just got a call from my parents. The idiots. They never call unless they're angry about something.
What did they say?
Apparently, the Institute contacted them about my attitude and lack of cooperation.
Eris seems like a straight-A student to me. She's always on time and seems well ahead of everything we're learning about. Hey, Alkash.
Yeah, but if you don't get scanned ever, how do you think that's going to play out, Zeke? Like, come on.
Well, yes. I mean, it's
yes.
got to be that.
The straight A
Yeah.
student who doesn't want to do her scans or talk about her powers, which is the whole point of coming to the Institute.
Yeah,
of
I
course
don't
she's going to be
think-
deemed uncooperative.
Yeah, I get the feeling it was not her decision to come here, and she was very much anti being a lab rat. That's the impression I get. Anyway, that could only mean one thing.
This is
Don't
about
worry,
you
you made it
refusing
there
to
eventually.
expand and not sharing about your ability.
That's pretty much it.
It's an unspoken agreement that in return for the education we receive, we supply them valuable research data. In that sense, she isn't holding up her end of the bargain, even though I'm sure the Institute is spinning it in a different way.
They're giving me until the end of the week to comply.
Oh god.
They gave you an ultimatum?
I don't do well with ultimatums, that doesn't sound reasonable.
Yeah.
And what if you still choose not to by that point?
The way they put it to my parents, by choosing not to comply, I am choosing that I don't wish to be educated at their prestigious institute. The stuck-up idiots.
You'll be expelled?
It seems like it.
So, what are you gonna do? You just arrived.
I don't know. I just can't do it, though.
I really feel for
Did
it.
Joe just skip over my existence here?
I don't know. It
Did I
seems
read
like it.
Did I read the Zeke line? I'm so sorry.
You read like multiple.
I am
The
so
stuck-up
sorry.
idiot. The way
I
they
can go
put it to my
back.
parents, by choosing
No,
not to
no.
comply, I am choosing that I don't.
I'm so sorry. Apparently it did not engage my brains. Would you like to read some of the inner thoughts?
Go
to
ahead.
me?
Go ahead.
I didn't even realize I was doing it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm an idiot. I really feel for Eris. It seems she has nobody she can trust. We just became friends, and unless she's forced to do something against her will, she's gonna lose even that.
Let's ask Eris, what is really going on? Just what has happened that you'd prefer you be expelled over sharing your ability?
Not now. Not here.
Eris pauses as she looks out in pensive thought before turning her eyes back up at me.
What are you doing Saturday?
Don't know.
She should know by now that I never think that far ahead.
Meet me at Wharfside, 10 o'clock this Saturday morning. We can talk then. Until then, don't bring it up. I have enough on my mind right now.
All right then.
She left no room for argument on that one. Hey, Hivor!
I've got to go now. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Eris abruptly ends the conversation and with a downcast
Hey,
demeanor
Hivor.
makes exit from the cafe. Saturday it is then. So is Saturday then the major purple route? Well, it must be because we just got skips available. Aha! This is what I was expecting. Hivor is here, therefore there must be stretch and possibly hydrate. But I will do the stretch because I heard stretch. Okay, so right, that's better. Right, now we get a +1 there. So we're going to have to fast forward, but we should just do the choose to go ahead, don't fail the timing event, and then we should now have 4, which will mean we can take the Eris route on Thursday the 26th. I hydrate too much. I mean, yes, but also sometimes no. So we're only skipping bits we have already read on previous streams. So we go explore the Institute, and then Institute, and then I've just got skip because there's a skip at the top. And that apparently skips all the timing stuff and sends me down the path where I'm talking to Dr. Crane. So that's good.
Yep.
And we now unlocked the Eris route. And there she is, right where I expected it to be. I think it even skipped us right into the story bit.
I think
Oh,
so
look.
too.
Yeah, because now we're on purple on the left. You changed your mind. That's okay. So then the end of this will get us a key. Right, okay. So, right where I expected it to be.
Hey there, Eris.
No response. Let's see if she's lost in a world of her own again. I thought we were supposed to meet at the wharf at 10. Or did she say this place at 10?
No,
Seriously.
this is Thursday.
Oh, this is not Saturday yet.
We're not on Saturday.
That would be why. See, Jessie actually remembering the facts.
Eris?
Hmm?
Well, at least she noticed me, though I'm clearly not important enough to pull her away from her milkshake. Taking her time to finish off her beverage, she eventually tosses it into the bin behind her and turns to face me. As she does, I take a seat opposite her.
Yes?
You know, you could start with a simple hello.
You're right. I certainly could have done that.
Touche, Eris. A truly fitting response for the Lord of all things Frosty.
Do you really have no other jokes? That one got old ages ago.
Ouch. That one actually stung. I'm gonna have to come up with some new material if I'm gonna crack this egg. Just
Is there something you want? Why did you follow me here?
I didn't follow you in here. This has been my hangout spot long before you ever graced our shores. I'll have you know.
I can't tell her now I was actually here to see her. It'll go right to her head.
But now that you are here, I may as well ask, what did you make of everything Dr. Crane told us last night? Do you trust him? ...
No, I don't trust him. Not at all. He's clearly only trying to use us.
So you think he's lying then?
No, not necessarily. Or at least not wholly. Sometimes using the truth is the most powerful way to manipulate someone.
You talk from experience? So you do buy this whole crazy multiverse stuff?
He was careful to keep the carrot dangling, so he didn't give us quite enough to confirm it or discount it. It certainly lines up with what we've discovered so far, at very least.
And what if it's just a red herring story, something he's using to convince some gullible students with abilities to help him obtain a research paper he has no business seeing?
It's possible, though, as I said earlier, it's more likely to be a half-truth than entirely false. The best way for us to figure it all out is to find the research paper. He may just be trying to use us, but perhaps it can be us that can use him.
Eris's words contain dark undertones as her voice quietens and lowers in pitch.
Is that supposed to have an S after the apostrophe? Because Eris is just a singular person?
I feel like that's the least of the worries of the translation errors
I
in
know,
this.
I'm just like, it's one of those little things that I'm always like,
I think yes. I'm not sure if there's a consistent rule for when it's S's, with like a name. The same as if, you know, it was a, trying to think now of like something else with an S, like an organization. No, but I don't know. I don't know. There's probably a rule, but it's also English, so therefore it breaks its own rules almost the time.
And what would we be trying to use them for?
I have the feeling this is far less to do with our objective as a group, and much more to do with Eris's personal ambitions, which she is still yet to disclose to us.
Before anything else, I have to learn the truth. That will be the only way.
The only way to what?
To fix it. To fix it all.
What do you mean?
Eris suddenly stands tall over me, having snapped out of her contemplative daze.
Come on, it's time to go. Our lecture's about to start.
She always does that right before saying anything of substance. It's starting to get old. She also told you she'd give you answers on Saturday. It ain't Saturday yet.
No, this is different.
Just what is she trying to hide? She knows something. As we leave the cafe, it's then I almost hit straight into a face I wish I'd never have the displeasure of looking into again. Looking upon again. I'm not sure that sentence makes sense, but you know what I mean.
Watch where you're going. Wait, it's you. You're some of those freaks from the Institute.
Whatever. ...
I attempt to lead Eris on to keep walking, but it's obvious Trace isn't done with being an ass.
We're on to you, you know that. You can't fool us.
I guess we don't need to, not when you're content fooling yourself content.
What do you mean by that?
Your content.
I mean, it's spelt the same, so, you know, what are you supposed to do?
Take your time to figure it out. In the meantime, move out of the way.
We have means to get the truth out of a person, you know. You'd better fess up if you don't want your life to become hell.
Are you threatening us?
Just stating the truth is all. And if you do the same, we'll get along just fine.
This guy's so infuriating. I want to clean that stupid look off his ugly face. Eris whispers in my ear. I guess you can tell I'm about to lose it.
Wait, Zeke.
She then turns to address Trace with force.
I can understand not trusting the Institute, but they really didn't have any part in us getting our abilities, you know?
You really expect me to believe that? Not a chance. Not after what I've found.
Eris pauses at his words, looking to the ground in thought before responding.
Then let's do a deal.
A deal?
You said you found something. Tell us what it is, and we'll tell you the truth of what is happening at the Institute.
You really expect me to believe anything you say?
About as much as we should trust anything you'd say.
He looks high. His irises are tiny.
Looks like we're done here then.
Aww. I was kind of hoping he'd tell us what he'd found. Trace turns to leave, but as he does, I see Eris's face flash with an emotion I've never seen from her before. A wincing. Emotion! She then calls out to Trace, with a little T, who's starting to walk away. Yeah, as she calls out, her voice carries on the wind, almost as if in song, rather than a call.
Tell us what you know.
Trace pauses and turns around to face Eris.
Really? Are you never going to leave me alone? Fine then, I'll tell you, but only because it'll get you off my back.
Does she have some kind of persuasion power? Was that my idea, or your idea, or our idea last time we discussed her power?
We thought that she had the ability to kill somebody, but if her power is just persuasion and she's told somebody to off themselves, yeah, that might be it.
Yes, because I remember talking about the Umbrella Academy lady. You know, I heard a rumor. I vaguely remember having that conversation. Okay. Because he is telling us. Is he really going to tell us just like that what just happened?
I have a friend. He's in IT. He was called in for a job at the Institute. He wasn't the only one working on the project, probably to keep whatever they were doing under wraps. He delivered a bunch of equipment that he reckoned was real suspicious.
What was it?
You're trying your luck, you know that. One was a custom bunch of computers. Said they were more powerful than anything he'd ever seen. Could line a whole wall. He added something about it being specially networked, near something or other.
A neural network?
Maybe, I don't remember. He also saw a bunch of stuff being delivered while he was there. Scanning dishes, medical-looking supplies, creepy things like that. Oh yeah, he said something about really long cables. Longest he'd ever seen. Really pricey ones too.
Pricey cables? Is this guy serious? That's his evidence? Long, pricey cables?
My friend said the whole thing was strange. That he'd seen nothing like it, and he sure knows his stuff.
What makes you think they're creating our abilities with that equipment? It's a science research institute, after all.
I've never met one of your kind who didn't come from the Institute. Plus, he said they kept turning over contractors without explanation. What were they trying to hide? It's simple when you put 2 and 2 together.
I think you made 18 and
Is
not
it?
4.
I've wasted enough time here. I don't want to see you freaks again. I've told you what you want. Do me a favor and stay out of my way, or you'll regret it.
This time, Trace leaves without turning back as he makes a brisk exit down the street.
Interesting.
Eris pauses in thought after turning to face me.
I'm surprised he told us anything. That didn't seem much like him.
Dot dot dot. Side eye, not looking at my face.
What do you make of what he said?
I don't know. I don't think there's much to go off from that. There's nothing strange about the Institute using specialized equipment.
You could be right. It's something to consider, though. It certainly was a strange mix
Yes,
of
big long
materials.
spools of cables, high-powered computers, scanning dishes. That doesn't sound right at all for a research institute where they scan us to know what we're like.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and I mean,
boy.
even neural networks is probably, you know, for a brain research place is reasonable.
Yeah, like, what are you telling me, like, these spools of highly expensive cable? Like, are you telling me that this is, like, the advent of, like, the Cat6 cable and, like, it's very specialized Cat6 cable for
I mean, I was
networking
thinking-
super speed?
Fiber optic, but, you know.
Well, that's what I mean by, like, Cat6.
Oh,
Like, yeah, like fiber optic type cables or like some kind of networking cable that was at the time super new and super expensive, but is so commonplace it's to be like laughable.
yeah. It's not like we're using copper lines anymore. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize, because Cat 5 I'm familiar with. I didn't realize fiber optic was also called Cat 6. I probably
I
should
don't know if it
know
is.
that.
I just was saying any kind of like cable.
Yeah. But I'm a software person, not a hardware person.
I don't know when
particularly,
this
so,
was written, and like this is written as a futuristic kind of thing, so who knows what they think of, like what kind of cables they're talking about. Like fiber optic might be to what we would expect, but to these people it could be something even more advanced. So
I mean, this year it came out, but that's not probably when it
came
was
out like
on
2023
Steam.
originally.
Yeah. June 2023 on Steam, so assuming at least 1 or 2 years. I mean, fiber optic's been a thing for a while.
I'm just saying they make it sound like it's set future, a little futuristically.
Oh yeah, so maybe it's like Cat 17 or something now. Meow.
Who knows?
Meow. I'm on a Zeke thing and trying hard not to read it out.
Oh,
I'm being good now. I remembered you existed.
maybe.
I think they could both. I think they could be both reading way too much into this.
Anyway, let's go. We're already late for class at this point.
Yeah.
Once again, Eris surprises me with a range of reactions I never expected from her. I hope she'll start being honest with me soon. As I exit the lecture room following our morning classes, Jace approaches me.
Hey, we're meeting up on the roof now to discuss what's next.
Right now,
Yes, you got somewhere more important to be?
I guess not.
Arriving at the rooftop, I can sense an uneasy tension in the air.
All right, now we're all here. It's time we figure out our next move. We only have until Sunday to figure this all out, but if we start searching today, that still gives us quite a bit of time. Has anyone come up with anything so far?
Nothing but silence greets Jace's question for several seconds before Eris eventually speaks up.
I haven't had any time yet to do any research, though Zeke and I did find something out this morning.
Eris spends the next few minutes explaining our encounter with Trace and all that he divulged to us. Trace's report.
Trace shared of strange reports going back several years from local tradespeople who worked out for the Institute. The amount of computing power, the length and scope of the cabling, and the frequent turnover of staff raise questions of the true nature of this institute's projects. At least, like, the turnover is something.
I mean, yeah, possibly.
It's weird if you have contractors doing work and then you bring in other contractors to continue the work.
Maybe their pay is really shitty.
I'm guessing more so it helps people not connect all the dots.
Oh yeah, no, I understand why. It's just that if you were trying not to approach it with a conspiracy theory brain like Trace did, it could just be that, you know, they only do short-term contracts, things are taking longer than expected, they don't pay very well so people don't want to continue, or, you know, they're assholes. There could be multitude of other reasons if you wanted to just be, you know, really devil's advocate-y on this one. I, on the other hand, agree with you and Trace. Yes. They're trying to keep something secret.
I don't get that, though. Doesn't the Institute always use lots of funny equipment? What's strange about that?
I reckon my own thoughts.
Perhaps nothing, though we know our abilities are the centerpiece of their research, and if an IT specialist thought it was strange, that's gotta count for something.
Maybe, but what would an IT guy know about specialized scientific research anyway?
We again hit a dead end with all our differing perspectives, yet nothing concrete to pursue. Jason and Eris both seem determined to find some information before. Sorry, hiccups Sunday, but at this point our prospects aren't looking good. I know it seems to enjoy the challenge of it, but I don't think she's particularly invested or suspicious of the Institute. I don't even know where I stand. It's hard to know what to trust right now.
We should meet tonight then. It's time to look for some new leads.
Oh, I just remembered what happened on
I need to do
Isla's
some
route.
practice for my run on Saturday, but it's only Thursday, so I can push that to tomorrow instead.
Sounds good to me.
Although it feels like every advancement hits a dead end in light of everything that happened last night, I can't help but fear that the levee is about to break. Did the Chevy hit it?
No, it was the Chevy to the levee.
Yeah,
But the
exactly.
levee was dry.
Well, maybe because the Chevy hit it. I don't know. The
I
real
don't know.
question is if it's going to be to our benefit or we're just going to open Pandora's box. I mean, if you shake it a little, there's hope at the bottom. Following our final lecture of the day, I advanced down the hallway to make my escape when I hear familiar voices race into screaming echoing from around the corner. Is that Eris and Miss Keller? I head out of sight as I secretly listen to their exchange.
What is with you people?
Eris, I have been nothing but accommodating and respectful to you, but this attitude cannot continue.
I don't have an attitude. I just don't want to be your lab rat.
Surely you understand the terms of your enrollment, don't you, Eris? We have been over this already.
So it's true then. You aren't trying to help us. You're just here to extract something from us. Isn't that right?
How could you say that?
If it wasn't the case, you'd have no issue with me not getting scanned. You'd be here to help me with my ability, right?
Sarcasm drips from Eris's mockingly sweet tone before she suddenly shifts back to displaying her true feelings.
Instead, you're going to expel me because of it? Doesn't that prove you're only here for what we provide? If you'd so easily throw one of us away like rubbish?
Miss Keller pauses for a second, as if she doesn't know how to respond. Did Eris really trap her so easily?
It isn't that. If we permit one student such a leniency, what example will that set for the other students? Like all colleges, we have to set a standard here, Eris.
Yes, and your standard is based solely on what you can get out of us for your research. What are you hiding here, miss?
Eris goes straight for the throat, no tact, no grace, but sharp and cutting in her speech. It's so direct that it even puts Miss Keller on her heels, which strangely adds credence to Eris's words. But Miss Keller quickly recovers.
You can put it however you wish, but the standard remains the same for all students. If you cannot comply with our instructions for the completion of your coursework, you will lose your position at our institute. Tomorrow is your last chance. If you refuse to submit yourself to tomorrow's R-value scan, we will have to follow through with our earlier warnings. Having spoken to your parents already, I can tell you they will be very displeased.
I don't care what they think. I'm not doing your stupid scan.
The mention of her parents seems to be the final straw as Eris loses her patience and barks in anger at Ms. Keller.
Eris.
Woof.
Stop. Eris lets out a puff of frustration and picking up her bag, she makes a swift exit down the hallway. Sigh. Ms. Keller looks exhausted and conflicted as she stands alone in that hallway. In any case, I shouldn't hang around. I feel terrible for Eris. Should I go find her? Yes. Where are we going?
I would assume we're gonna go to the dog and then the pier.
Okay. Dog and pier. Doesn't look like Eris is here. Sharps Point. Offside. Oh, I half expected to be here drowning in sorrows and snow cones, but she's nowhere to be seen. I mean, there's the arcade.
Downtown?
And then downtown, yeah. Eris's place is downtown. It's time to check it out. Oh, good one, Jesse.
Usually that bottom one is our place, so the fact that it's somewhere else.
Ah, I hadn't
It's a
noticed
little
the label had
surprising.
changed. I'm going to suggest that you read the giant wall of text because Zeke hasn't spoken in a while.
I don't often head downtown. Besides the more shady characters that hang around this area of the city, it generally has a darker feel than where we live closer to the coast. I suppose that might be the appeal for some, but you've got to keep to yourself or be a bit streetwise to navigate these parts. I'm not sure why Eris has her apartment here. Perhaps it's the cheaper price, or maybe being out of town, her parents didn't realize this wasn't the best choice. In any case, it isn't a slum or anything. I'm sure Eris will be fine living here as long as she is smart about it. I should probably try to find her now that I'm here.
Okay, we've got Allegro's. Oh, there's a thingy and then apartment. Should we check the thingy in the middle first?
Yep.
It seems like a business building of some kind. I don't know why my synesthesia is lighting up on it, but I don't think Eris is in there. Okay. Allegro's.
Sure.
Seems to be a pretty popular bar. For now, I should search for Eris. Oh, well, then we'll go to apartments. That's Eris's apartment building. I walked her home the other day.
I ascend the stairs up to Eris's floor. It's a rundown building, the hallway flooded with light, but the rooms are dark and unlit. Any architect would know how big a design blunder this was. Whoever built these apartments must have cared for speed, ease, and cost rather than design, though that is no surprise in this area.
I pound at Eris's door. Hi, Vlad, by the way. There is no answer. I wonder where she could have gone. Oh my god, are we never going to find this poor girl? I spent my time searching, but I haven't found any trace of Eris. You gave the cat a tentacle? That's just kind of disturbing, but also cute.
I mean, have you ever given a cat 10 tickles?
I mean, feels like a very personal question, Jesse. Night has fallen, and with it a change in the atmosphere that has started to make me feel uncomfortable. I'd best get going soon. I stand dejected on the sidewalk when a voice sounds to my left.
You look a little lost there, kiddo. Can I help you?
It's the arcade guy.
Yeah. Fred or Greg or
Hi,
whatever.
oh,
his
you're the
name
owner
is.
of the arcade.
I guess I must look pretty out of place for him to approach me like this.
I thought I recognized you. You're a friend of Isla's, right? Any friend of hers is a friend of mine. She's been great for business, that girl.
Thanks.
The name's Gus, by the way.
Gus. There we go. Alright, Gus.
Gus is a well-known and liked local in Kakarota City. He is the owner of Gus's Arcade. That's been open since the 80s, which he started as a young man.
I said, what did I say? Greg, Fred, something. Gus is close enough.
Zeke. It's nice to meet you, officially at least.
selfishly. I always put things in really stupid ways in conversations like this.
Likewise. You know, I live down this way, but I've never seen you around here. I could see you from my window up yonder. Seeing that sour look on your face whilst you paced back and forwards for the past hour, it was quite the sorry sight. Can I help you with something?
I'm just looking for a friend. I'm a little worried about her, but she isn't at her place.
Have you tried any of the bars?
The bars?
Yes, the bars. They sure are popular with the young people around here.
The young folks.
If she lives around here, you should check them out.
Would Eris really be drowning her sorrows at a bar? Doesn't seem much like her, but what I know, I've only known her for a few weeks.
You should check out Allegro's first. It's just across the road there and is one of the more popular ones. It's a good place to start.
I mean, we did try that first, but yeah.
Right.
Anywho, I had better keep moving. I'll see you next time you stop by. Good luck finding your friend there, kiddo.
Sure, thanks a lot for the help.
Allegros, I guess I should take Gus's advice and check in there. Sorry.
Entering the bar, I see a broad range of people of all types, sizes, and ages. Melting pot if I've ever seen one. I still feel weird entering a bar at my age, as last year they lowered the legal age from 20 to 18. Even still, I haven't fully adjusted to that change, and coming in still somehow feels like I'm breaking the rules. The place is busy, but not yet packed, though given it's still early in the evening, I'm assuming that will change as the night forges on. I scan the scene for Eris, looking for her odd hair color. And there she is, sitting at a table by herself, drink in hand. There you are.
Zeke.
You sure were hard to find.
What are you doing here?
I just went out for a drink on a Thursday evening and happened to spot you here. Anything wrong with that?
No.
I didn't expect Eris to actually buy my story. It's either that or she just isn't interested enough to correct me.
That isn't actually the truth, though. I came here looking for you.
Looking for me?
Yeah, I overheard your conversation with Miss Keller.
Oh, I see.
Oh, she looked all flushed and embarrassed, and then now it's like, oh, you brought a Miss Keller, so she's mad at you again. She looks displeased. Maybe I shouldn't have told her. I mean, you didn't have to end with the Miss Keller thing. I came here looking for you. Full stop. End of sentence. That would have been fine.
You feeling okay?
What do you think?
Eris is downcast. Her speech is slightly slowed, but not yet slurring. Probably due to the alcohol. She must have had several drinks by now.
This doesn't seem like you, though, Eris, drinking your sorrows away.
And what would you know about me anyway?
Good point, but I can only know what you tell me, and I've asked you several times now to be honest with me. ...
Eris makes no response, but simply continues drinking her beverage with a downcast gaze.
We were supposed to meet up with Jace tonight again, remember? We were going to look for more clues.
I
would have thought you wouldn't miss
Jessie.
that for anything.
Just read Jace as Jessie, and I was like, Jessie? Oops.
I'll make up for it tomorrow.
Jassy.
I just don't feel like doing anything right now.
Right.
We both again fall silent. I guess it's up to me to keep this conversation moving.
Eris, I don't want you to get expelled. Not when you just arrived. Can't you just do the ARS value scan tomorrow? Whatever else is going on for you, we can sort out later. But surely just standing under the scanner for a few seconds isn't too big a deal.
It's the
It's not like you
principle
have
of
to use
the
your
land.
ability or tell anyone what it is.
I didn't come down here to get interrogated by you. I get it enough from my parents and Ms. Keller. Can't you just leave me be?
It was worth another try. Was it? But she simply won't budge.
I don't know, like, I don't think he's out of line for saying that. Like, because he didn't just say, like, just get it scanned. He's like, I want you here. I don't want you gone, kind of deal.
Yeah, but then he was like, it's just standing on a scanner. It's not a big deal, but we don't know what the scanner does. It could be a big deal, and you know, once she does that thing, they're just going to be like, oh, just do this
Sure,
thing.
but like at this point, like I guess my problem is like it's one thing if it was just like we had any reason to be that way, but like she knows Zeke just as well as Zeke knows her, so she should know as well that like Zeke's a bit of an idiot
Yeah.
and like a little bit more trusting of things. So like if he doesn't see a problem with it, like don't bite his head off and maybe understand like no, he's just dumb about this or ignorant about it. And you need to spell it out for him that the scan is also a problem because of this, not just, oh, you're just like my parents and Miss Keller. Like, no, Zeke's
Jesse,
slow in the uptake here.
Healthy communication is not worthy entertainment. We've had this discussion before. Yes, things would be so much easier if people just had a conversation and said what they mean and, you know, didn't get frustrated because people aren't communicating because they just communicated. But then where's the entertainment value in that? Right?
Sure.
But anyway, I'm getting more and more frustrated by her skirting around the truth, but tempted as I am to push her further on this, it'll probably just make her even run even further and burn my bridges. Yeah, burn your bridges. I push my chair out as I stand up.
Well, in that case, there's only one way I can respond to this.
What is? Where are you going?
To get a drink, of course. We are at a bar, after all. I'm joining you tonight.
That is a very mature response, Zeke. I'm impressed.
I was going to
What?
say,
Really?
that was not where my head was going for a response.
Yeah, I was thinking he was just going to storm out and go, oh, well, if you won't talk to me, I'm not staying, blah, 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 blah. At least we've got
Right,
half a
like-
healthy relationship here.
No, I'm not even saying his response would have been the unhealthy one. Like,
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to me? Fine. Like, I'll respect that and leave. Bye. Like,
Yeah. But I feel that's
Like, I don't
also
think that's-
slightly petulant.
maybe it is, but like, you know what? If you're telling me to leave and to leave you alone, like maybe it's time to just like take your word and go like, yep,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm not good at this, but I'm trying to be human here and trying to understand and trying to talk with you because you're
Yes.
obviously conflicted and you keep pushing. So
Yeah.
why stay?
And to be fair, it's different from the usual situation when a woman says no, she means no, full stop, whole sentence, go away. It's not a dating scenario here. This is a friendship scenario. So this is where you can use you've said no, and I respect that. However, I can see there's something wrong, and as a friend, I am concerned. And would at least sort of extend a little bit of an olive branch to say, well, I'll stay and have a drink with you. We don't have to talk. Which is a healthy response.
Sure. I just would think at that point, like, I don't know, like, I think the issue is like Zeke has tried
Yeah.
and tried and tried and tried. And like at this point in the story, I'd be a little less like, okay, I'm going to try again. And this time I'm going to buy a drink in the hope that sitting with you is going to make a difference. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but she said she doesn't want to talk about the power stuff. She hasn't said she doesn't want to be his friend. She's only rejected him when he keeps on asking about the damn power thing.
I don't know, but usually when she gets to that point or she's like a conversation ender, like it's just a complete done.
Yeah, but we're in
There
her
is no, like,
storyline, so
continuation.
she buggers off. We've not got any story.
No, but like I'm speaking as a human.
Yes, but I'm speaking
Like,
as a
every time
flowchart.
Yes, you're the flowchart. I am a person.
Yep. Yeah. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Look, I mean we're literally still in Thursday. We haven't even gone off Thursday yet. We're not. We haven't even had more than one little purple square.
Yeah, but we're not going to get a game with her. Like, for Isla, we had to play the video game.
And we got the achievement. But at least we've got to
So,
have
like,
at least
we're gonna
one more
jump.
story thing, right?
We're going to jump after this to Friday, I think. I don't think, like, because part of Isla's breaks were doing, like, a game thing in story, we're more likely to go from story to story to story to story with maybe an explore
Yeah.
or a choice.
I think we're more likely to go back to the Institute as well on Saturday.
I don't
And
know.
less likely to end up
something
with dead
tells me that
Jace.
this whole path, like, getting close to Eris or Isla is going to result in almost like a pseudo-romance path for each of them. And what happens is that the investigation goes to shit either direction. Or completely falls off. Like, I feel like this path we're going to realize, oh, we really care for Isla, or, yeah, for Eris, sorry. And, like, we're going to learn her ability and why she's so sad and blah, blah, blah. And then at some point it's going to be like, Jason's going to be like, you blew me off for the investigation. Or you blew off the investigation, and Isla's going to be like, you blew off watching me play at the arcade. And we get closer and closer to Eris, and then everybody dies again.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just have a slightly different interpretation, because on the Isla route, it felt like we really weren't interested in investigating. We were very much just supporting Isla with her games thing. We were annoyed at Trace because he upset everyone. He told everyone in the arcade that she was basically cheating. Hi, Ray! And then, you know, there. Whereas at least with Eris, she wants to find out what the fuck's going on as well. So we might get a little more, but you're probably right in that.
I think the fact that we've already blown off the investigation tonight is not a good sign.
Fair. Yeah, that is a really good point.
And the thing is that I think on this point in the path on the other side, like, we had already kind of blown off the investigation as well at this point. I think, like, either way, blowing off the investigation Thursday night really screws up the effort.
The only thing is that this is a diagonal.
On Friday?
I don't remember, I'll be honest.
Well, I think the diagonal is because they need us to spread away from the true path. And
but the true path is going slightly diagonally as well.
Well, I think they like to put space between the shit. I don't know why. And I also think that's part of the reason why they changed the indentation on the dates.
Oh, well, that's because the purple's going to go down the left-hand side of the dates.
Yeah,
at least that's
what
I'm
hoping.
hoping.
To have certain amounts of space between all the different routes.
Yeah, I guess, because we've got the blue route going down the right-hand side. Everything else had to shifty across. Fair. Okay, fair. Anyway, let us continue. You have a Zeke line, and also say hi to Ray, because Ray said hi to you.
Hi, Ray. Of course, why are you surprised?
No reason.
I'll be right back.
Let us continue, indeed.
Eris and I spend the night with drink in hand, sharing stories of our upbringing, of our interests and hobbies. We have a surprisingly normal conversation. It turns out Eris is a huge music fan and quite an accomplished pianist. Whenever we are on the topic of music, the conversation flows naturally. However, whenever the conversation gets too close to her relationship with her parents or about her abilities, she will suddenly stop and switch topics. It's a little frustrating to deal with, but I'm getting used to navigating those waters. So when will I get to hear you play your piano? You said your parents were professional musicians, so I bet you're really good.
I'm okay, I guess. Maybe sometime you can hear me. It's been some time since I've played.
Why is that?
I have my reasons.
Oh, shit.
She accidentally offed her piano teacher?
No.
Or it's something to do with the music and her ability?
Her ability is she's a siren.
Oh, shit. Because it said it sounded like singing.
Yeah. She's a siren. Her singing voice is what triggers her power. She knows exactly how to trigger it.
She just doesn't want to. She could play without singing, though.
Anything, if her whole thing was if her pianist enjoyment was also singing alongside it, and the piano was just the accompaniment, she doesn't want to just play the piano. She wants to sing and play piano, and she can't do that.
I have to admit my piano playing was rudimentary at best. and
Well, that's
I
the thing is
had
like
no interest in
piano
continuing
playing,
that. So
piano playing by itself is one thing. Like I would think, but like playing piano and being able to sing over it is a different set of skills. So if that's the skill she was working on, was being able to do both things at the same time, she might not be what we consider like a classical pianist in that sense. She probably is very good at the piano, but she's just not like she's not gonna play like some massive concerto or something. She's just gonna like she'll know other things. So that's my guess at least.
Elton John rather than Rachmaninoff.
Sure, we'll go that direction.
Those are literally the two examples that flew into my head. I don't know why. Yeah, I think mostly my piano playing was like classical music, and I was really not interested in that, so therefore didn't really go further on that. I haven't really done music-y stuff since school. So, whereas you are very much more musical. No, I like Elton John. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just more of a comparison. Elton John sings and plays, whereas Rachmaninoff is just play. That was my comparison. I like Elton John. He's a pretty good artist. Don't put stuff into what I said, Ray. Meanie. I'm not saying mean things about Elton John. He's an icon. I think, right? He's still good, right? We haven't had any, like, horrible drama, right? Because sometimes, like, celebrities do, you know, illegal shit. And then it's like, well, you know, or... And then it's like, well, now it's all awkward because you did stuff. Oh, he's still okay. Good. Excellent. Well, then Elton John, who I like. I mean, Pinball Wizard is permanently etched in my head. But I just have image of him... I have a description of an image of him playing piano and singing at some music festival or, you know.
I wasn't gonna correct.
Did he cover it, or am I getting it mixed up with something else? Also, you know how terrible I am with names.
That's why I just don't correct.
But did he cover it?
I don't know everybody who's covered songs, because I feel like even if there isn't a recording of a song being covered, it's like they might have done it at some point in time.
Why? Hang on, let me just Google. Because there's got to be a reason why I think it's him.
Okay,
Yes.
Apparently Ray found an official cover.
Yeah. He did. He did Pinball Wizard. In 1975 in a film adaptation. Yeah, that's why. And then he also played it in Glastonbury. Sorry, now I've got to go down a thing. Yes, I know it was originally The Who. However, it was his interpretation of that is what stuck in my head. I don't know why. There was a reason. Elton John. Because it's played on piano, which was what my thing was. Whereas the Who one was guitar. Also may have seen a clip from Rocket Man where... Yeah, anyway. It's also, I'm fairly certain, did Candle in the Wind. But again, my knowledge of names, but yeah. So yeah. Even though it wasn't his original song, his version of it was stuck in my head. Let's carry on with the... I was trying to do an analogy of playing the piano and singing. And playing the piano to give an example for Jessie's beautiful explanation. Anyway, Eris is pausing in wistful thought. Her speech is starting to slur a little. It's not very drastic, but I can only guess from her behaviour that she doesn't drink very often. No, I derailed it. You derailed it. We all derailed it together. Although, I'm sure now is a time I could get answers to things she would usually avoid. Something about that seems wrong. Yes, like I'd be cheating out of her telling me in her own time. That time will come, but I should do this the right way. For now, I should probably help her
Yeah,
slow
but,
down the
like,
drinking.
we've been able to piece it together. Zeke, you should be able to piece it together.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I called it the first time we met her, and she said that she doesn't talk about her ability because obviously someone died, and I was like, persuasion. You nailed it, I believe, with the further clarification, siren persuasion with music. So yeah, Zeke, but I mean, Zeke is
Zeke's an idiot.
he's a bit blonde, bit oblivious, but yeah. Anyway, for now, I should probably help her slow down the drinking. We can pick this up another time. Well, yes, also get her some water into her, because otherwise she's going to end up with a hangover at school, and that's not good.
She's not going to go to school on Friday, probably.
Well, no, because then she'd have to have the scan.
Yep. I've had fun tonight, Eris.
Me too. I'm surprised.
Surprised that you had fun?
No, that you wanted to spend time with me.
Aww.
Why would that surprise you?
I thought you were interested in Isla.
What in this story?
What
run
does
has
she
given you
mean?
this? Yeah, in this story run has given her any kind of suggestion. We've spent time with her. But I mean, feel free to read this line because I feel like you can do it more justice.
Does she mean interested in that way?
You just returned from 4 hours of climbing at the castle. What kind of climbing? Which castle? White Castle?
Did you storm the castle?
Did you storm the castle? Was it
Have fun storming
official?
the castle.
Official castle climbing, or did you were you doing some sort of parkour urban something or other? I wouldn't put it past you, to be fair. I like climbing. I haven't done it in a very, very, very long time. I don't think my arms would survive it much these days. I'd have to retrain. But anyway, I'm so bad at this kind of thing. I don't know what to say. Keep calm, Zeke. Act cool. It's probably just the drinks talking.
She's a close friend, but that's all.
Oh, is that so? Does that mean...
You called it. You called it. Eris almost mutters the words to herself, though I can't ignore that.
Mean what?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Mm-hmm. She can't do that. Even still, seeing this open and vulnerable side to Eris is unexpected. There's so much more to her. You've literally known her 2 weeks. You give her a chance. She contains multitudes.
Anyway, we shouldn't stay out too late. We have classes tomorrow, being a Thursday and all. Let me walk you home.
Oh, okay then.
I walk Eris back to her apartment through the dingy downtown night. Arriving at the front door, Eris eventually gets the key in the lock and turns it after taking several attempts with clumsy fingers. Are we staying the night?
Then she pulls me in.
That's sadly not
okay?
the next line.
Are you going to be okay? You probably had a bit too much to drink there.
I'm fine.
Just make sure you drink some water and have something to eat before you sleep.
Chips.
Jeez, you sound like my parents.
Yeah, well, they aren't here, so someone's got to say it.
Are you going to do the same, Zeke?
Will I see it tomorrow then, Eris?
I pause as I stare into her eyes. She understands the significance behind my words. Her choice of taking or refusing her R-value scan will determine if she stays here in Kakareta or not.
I'll think about it.
You don't know why you pinned it? I mean, I don't know either, but I mean, accident or just you were really certain that it was the Who, which it was. I mean, Jesse got 100% chaos, which I'd usually pin, but then when I pin something, I then have most of my chat screen taken up. So if other people pin stuff, it's smaller. So I'm fine with that. Just, you know. There we go. I can still read chats. It's all good.
Okay then. Anyway, good night, Eris. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Zeke.
Did she say whether she was coming tomorrow? I literally missed that part.
No, I think he's just saying it as like a hopeful.
Right. Yeah, 100% chaos. I know, right? And last stream, Leaky got 100% chaos. Oh dear.
But I got
equestrian
60%. Oh, sports.
Yeah, Jessie's a pony girl. I got management.
Musume, Ray.
Oh, Ray probably knows what that is. I didn't. No, I mean 28%. Oh, yes, you are saying the bot is bad because you are. Yeah. Sorry, I talked over what you were saying about horse girls. Please repeat.
No, just saying, you know, we were talking about Uma Musume. The horse girl anime.
Uma Musume. You're making me say something wrong, aren't you?
No, nothing wrong is
Okay.
what you said.
Okay. Yes. And I said I didn't know what that
It was one
was.
of the Game Award nominees for like best mobile game or something.
Do you think I watched the Game Awards?
I figured you looked at the winners.
I saw that Claire had cleared it and Blueprints then won by default because Claire got disqualified.
You're thinking of a different game show.
Oh, well then I have no idea what you're talking about. I tend not to remember these things are on unless it's in the news.
There was some some awards show I had never heard of did that, thinking they had made some big statement.
About the horse game?
No, the Claire thing.
Oh, I thought that was the Game Awards.
No. It was I'm gonna say it was like an indie game awards show that made a big show of taking away the Game of the Year title that they got, or indie game title that they got.
The Game Awards.
Not the Game Awards.
And it was the Game Awards and also the Indie Game Awards.
Yeah, but only the Indie Game Awards.
Well, which case that was not clear when I saw the retraction thing. I thought it was the other ones. I didn't know about the Indie Game Awards.
No, it was not Jeff Keighley's. Jeff Keighley presents Mountain Dew presents the Game Awards. It was some other like not commercially bankrupt awards show.
Yeah, which is why I don't watch it. I just happened to hear. I think someone had shared news. Oh no, we were talking about in work Slack. Someone had mentioned, Game of the Year is what people were saying.
Yeah, no. At the Game Awards, Claire did not lose any of their awards. They got to keep all of them. But at this Indie Game Awards thing, this smaller awards show, after awarding Claire with all the titles that it got, this whole like AI texture that they had used at the beginning that they forgot to patch out when the game came out, they said, we're taking it away, and then gave it to Blueprints.
Yeah, well, I mean, Blueprints deserved it anyway. However, I must add a qualification. The reason was, because I remember this from what I read, was they said that they had used no AI, and then no generative AI, and then they obviously had. So it was the untruth that was the problem, that they'd lied. That yeah. I mean, Jeff is, but probably shouldn't say that. But hey, if you didn't get modded, if it, oh no, but you're a mod, so it wouldn't.
Mods don't get modded.
Mods don't get modded. I mean, it's on the VOD now, Ray. You've condemned us. Your least favorite.
I don't think I can ban or time her out. So
don't do that. Don't Oh, that's because I'm on your stream. Of course I can't bloody do it. Delete the message, but at this point it's committed on the VOD, so unless I want to go in and like, you know, bleep it out with something, I think it's possibly a tamer word than what. But I'm
By the way,
sure-
sub, good comment.
Yeah, I think more the meaning of the word is probably not appropriate for use on stream. I feel like I don't know. Anyway,
That was the thing. Like it, there are people like there are things like that. It's you know there are creators I enjoy, and it's their bias that shows up somewhere different. Like one for me is like I love Game Maker's Toolkit. I think he does such good work with his stuff, but I think he has this blind spot to Nintendo always. That like he will praise Nintendo to no end for whatever they do. And like for Keighley, it is Kojima. Like Kojima can do no wrong in Jeff Keighley's book, and it's just like no. So like when the whole thing came along, and it was like who's gonna win Game of the Year, and it was just like, oh, Yotei's gonna win or whatever, or Death Stranding 2 or whatever, because it's, you know, it's his best friend. You're just like, come on.
I would respectfully disagree, Horror. I believe Kojima can very much do wrong. I've seen his depictions of women.
But Joe, you don't understand. She had to breathe through her skin.
I have heard all the arguments. I
Sorry,
stand
I had
by
to
my
say it.
original statement, and yes, I could hear the humor in your voice. Also, hi Hara, hi Raina, and also hi Sub, welcome back. Yes, we will stop talking about that man, because yeah, you know, not a pleasant person. And yes, I think
I don't
the
even
issue.
know if he's not a pleasant person. Like I think
we can just stop talking about him. You know, he's not a pleasant person. Yes, exactly what Raina said. But yeah, let's carry on from that. Yes, I don't think that Claire deserved to lose any awards for one tiny Gen AI texture that was left in by mistake. I think them saying they never used Gen AI, that's a good reason, because lying is bad. If that was one of the criteria, then, you know, that's fair. But yeah, I am glad also that Blueprints got an award, at least somewhere, because I really love Blueprints, even if it, you know, stole many, many, many hours of my life, and got me obsessed with, like, all the theories within the game, and I still haven't finished the damn thing. But yes, anyway, game! Back to the game. Eris makes her way inside, and we don't follow. I spend a moment staring at the closed door in front of me before eventually making my exit. You were hoping to get an invite.
I was gonna say, you know, it wouldn't have shocked me, because then it would at least give an explanation as to why we don't show up at school on Friday.
Yeah, but we're Friday now. Following the conclusion of morning lectures, I stand paused in thought when those thoughts are abruptly interrupted by a familiar voice.
Well, if it isn't the ditcher
Wrong
himself.
familiar person.
Yeah, I'm not surprised this is who's here to chastise me.
It looks like Jace is upset. I nearly said Jesse again. I didn't turn up last night, we agreed. I can't blame him. I should at least send him a text or something. It's good old JC.
Just call JC. Hey, sup. Sorry, something came up.
I'm sure it did. Was it something to do with Eris? She didn't turn up either.
Yeah.
Jace sizes me up for a moment. Also, this guy here with the blue hair looks like an elf.
I was gonna go with demon, because like the eyes are kind of like either my eyes are playing tricks, or like he's got like these black demon eyes going on there.
I think he just has extremely large irises. But
Maybe.
demon would also work. Some sort of supernatural creature. He does not look like an actual person. Just the way he's been
Maybe he's a
drawn now.
dark elf with very light skin.
Oh, no, I like it. Dark elf. Yes.
Dark
really
elf
worried
with light
about her,
skin.
aren't you?
Yeah, dark elf, light skin. I thought dark meant more the, like, dark, light, evil thing, which is probably incredibly racist, rather than dark skin.
You
But-
don't know your fantasy races?
No.
Not like I do either.
I read words. And I don't always acknowledge descriptions of things because I can't picture them in my head. So I come up with my own interpretations of what I read. Which may or may not be accurate. And that also has everything to do with my word pronunciation occasionally. Because I've only ever read the word and never said it out loud. Or heard it out loud. Or possibly not connected the two. Because English is really stupid with spelling. Case in point, segue. That's my current bugbear. But yes. One good thing about Jace's ability is I don't have to waste time convincing him of things. He just picks them up straight away. He just picks up straight away what's going on for me. This is good because I'm a bit too anxious to spend time explaining everything to him.
I am. I don't know where she is, and I don't want her to be expelled. ...
Well, then hurry up and get out of here. You need to find her. Just promise me you'll explain it to me later.
Thanks, Jace.
Little cheeky grin. For as annoying as Jace can be, it's times like this when I'm grateful to have a friend like him. The adventure was the friends we made along the way. And he's right. It's time for me to go find Eris.
So the true path is Jace path.
I mean, yowie. Yeah. How'd you say it again?
You said it right.
I said it right. Yay! I said something right. I look at all our usual spots, but she isn't anywhere to be found on our side of town. Oh god, this side of town thing is very classist. It's time to check out her place, which would honestly be the first place I would check.
Hello, Eris. Are you there? ...
Silence greets me in response, but I don't trust that silence. It's very suspicious silence.
Please, just open the door. I know you're in there.
After pounding the door several times...
Pounding it, and pounding it, and pounding it.
That's so dirty.
What? No!
You pound on the door, you don't pound the door!
You've never pounded a door before?
No, and I read a lot of smart. After pounding on the door several times and waiting 10 or so seconds longer, actually that's it. 10 seconds. I get ready to leave when suddenly the door swings open. I got fed up with being
how long it is
pounded.
to just stand there for 10 seconds?
Yes, I have no concept of time and no patience.
10 seconds is a long-ass time to be standing at a door for no reason.
1 second is a long ass time to be standing at a door for no reason for me, but yeah.
Eris?
She looks a mix of bewildered and dejected as she stands before me.
Why did you come here, Zeke?
Do I really need to tell you?
I guess not.
We stand in silent at her door for a few seconds. No, we stand silent. Oh, I read that wrong. We stand silent at her door for a few seconds. She's done this to me several times now. I guess sometimes she just doesn't understand social cues.
Think you're any better? So are you going to invite me in?
I know, right?
Invite you in?
She looks surprised. Did I say something
Is
weird?
her mouth shaped really weird?
I don't know. Honestly, yes, actually. Where have her lips gone?
Right? Like,
She's got a
here's the thing,
really
like,
weird
when she has
chin
a
dimple.
drink, when she has a drink, like, it's kind of like that, where she's got this, like, anime cat kind of vibe to it, like, just the pure joy of drinking a milkshake or eating a snow cone kind of deal. And, like, it's like they've done that to her mouth region of her face right now.
Can't unsee it. Can't unsee it.
But the fact that at the top of her face is normal, like, I'm expecting more like silly,
Invite
happy cat face up top as well to match the mouth at all, and it just isn't.
Yeah, no, it really looks weird. I just went back and then compared it. It's like, yeah, no, now I can't unsee it. Come on, say stuff so that we can get off the screen.
Yeah. Or should I just leave?
No.
There we go. She closed her
it's
mouth
okay.
now.
Come in.
Yeah, the bottom lip. Yeah, the fact that they've not given her lips any colour. One, that's weird because lips have colour. Even if she wasn't wearing any makeup, lips
I don't
have
think anybody,
colour.
like, even, like, none of the characters have color to their lips.
Yeah, but it looks particularly weird when she does the thing with her mouth and then her bottom lip
Yeah.
looks like it's a chin. Ooh, you're getting a raid.
Yo,
Hi,
Mike,
Apex.
thanks for the raid. What Zelda was happening this morning? Because I'm guessing it was some kind of Zelda. And I know it's not main tourney racing, because I didn't see any races on the schedule for the morning.
Oh, look, it was Zelda.
But I don't know what could be. I'm gonna guess it's not a tournament.
Did you miss a tournament?
No, the only tournament that it could be, I didn't see a notification of a race
Ah,
that happened. Or I would have seen the results of a race.
you haven't
Unless
streamed
Mike
with
just
me.
dominated and is done already.
Beer League?
Oh, it's Beer League!
What is Beer League?
Well, I'm not
Is-
in Beer League this season, so that explains it. Hey, Homewrecker.
Is that beer as in drinking or beer as an anagram, an acronym for something?
No, it's just more of it's like a chill kind of league. Not super serious. It's only like 4 different modes. They're a little simpler. Although I gotta say, Co-op Mystery was quite a neat little addition to the season.
Clock mystery.
So like, yeah, like you don't have to drink while you're racing. It's not like that kind of thing. It's just it's a chill kind of league.
That makes it harder, surely. But yes, hi Homewrecker. That is a interesting choice of username. I do like the colour though, because don't have many people that use that sort of chocolatey colour. Lots of purple, which makes it hard to tell people apart. Every time you open a chest, you take a shot. That would be dangerous.
Even in spoiler, I'd be dead by the end.
But yes, what is clock? Because that sounds interesting. You said
What?
something about clock. Clock mode. Clock mode? Or is
Co-op.
that just a time? Oh! I misheard. Yeah, we're just going to go
Yeah,
with my
so
ears.
Beer
aren't we,
League
from
has
today?
4 modes. 2 are solo, 2 are co-op. And you get told like what modes you're playing against people and whatnot. So it's pretty basic.
Yeah, that makes more sense. There's an innocent story behind the name. I feel like
Yeah,
we
and-
now need to have the story.
Well, if you don't know Homewrecker, like you'd be like, this is kind of a good thing for him to say because like other stuff Homewrecker has done on his own stream is kind of hilarious and silly. Like there is he has MSUs called Karaoke from the Cornfield, where it is a drunk Homewrecker doing karaoke on stream, and people have turned it into MSUs.
Okay. Are
So,
we
like,
wrecking
to hear that
homes in
this is
terms
innocent
of
is a big change.
sledgehammers or affairs? Because there's two sort of main meanings behind Homewrecker in my head. The first one is like, you know, having an affair, breaking up a family. The other is literally taking a sledgehammer to walls or things and actually physically wrecking a home. So this Homewrecker corn thingy MSU, is that, which one of it is the Homewrecker behind that? I don't think
Well, that
I
would be the
actually need to know.
non-innocent side of a Homewrecker.
Right, okay.
But the fact that this is innocent is kind of the
So
like the
what-
against with the grain.
Okay. I have also but neither.
But if you come close to equally doing them.
I don't think so. I think the most I've done is accidentally, you know, like broken something and then felt really bad about it. Oh! Named after a dog. Nope, that makes perfect sense. Yes, I have definitely seen it looks like a tornado came through here after a dog has been in somewhere. Thankfully never experienced that because I am allergic to dogs, but yeah. Right, that definitely innocent side. I feel like you possibly, like, need to explain that every time you go into a new stream, though. But yeah. No, I have never wrecked any homes. Either intentionally or unintentionally. I have accidentally broken things. But then felt very bad about it. I did have a cat that just nearly destroyed my sofa bed. Not entirely sure that was her fault, though.
You want me to start reading?
Yes, please read the large wall of text, because...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She leads me into her dark and dingy apartment. It's a studio apartment, meaning everything, kitchen to bed, is contained in the one room, the exception being the tiny bathroom nestled in the far corner. It is messy and chaotic, and even smaller than I had imagined. This definitely isn't an apartment that matches the image I had of her lifestyle. The only upside I can see is given she has the corner position, she has one window that may actually receive some light through it. So this is your place, huh?
Yes, what of it?
Nothing.
Well, get it over with. You're going to try to convince me to come back with you to do the scan, right?
That's about right.
You can try, but I'm going to tell you this up front. There's no chance I'm coming with you.
Her response is frustrating, the way she's leaving no opening for me to work with. Last night I thought there might be hope, the way she said she would think about it. Perhaps that was a beverage doing the talking.
Can I at least know why? We were finally starting to get along, you know? It's been a while since anyone joined our group, and I could tell Isla and Jace were really enjoying having you around.
Just them?
Oh, is she gonna have to force me to say yes, yes, you silly dog?
Well, me too, of course.
I was going to tell you tomorrow when we were going to meet up, but I suppose we can talk now. As long as we still go out tomorrow.
Go out tomorrow? How does she mean that? Does she mean go out? Go out? Crap, I can't just stand here staring at her. I have to say something!
We can go out tomorrow still, even if we talk now.
Eris pauses for a moment while taking a seat on her bed. Story
Okay,
time!
It's not something I like to share. I've never told anyone the full story. I just hope you won't look at me different after you know the truth.
Sure, it isn't that bad.
She killed somebody.
You can't be sure of what you don't know, Zeke. Just be quiet and listen.
I mean, we
Then you
dealt
can
with
decide.
Isla's story, and Zeke acted pretty good after that, so, you know, I got hope.
Oh! But Isla didn't kill anyone. Her
No, but it's
dad
similar
caused
levels
her
of guilt.
accident. And then died.
I don't know. Because she thinks it's her fault because it caused her dad to become a drunk. And this is going to be, Eris thinks she killed somebody with her powers, but really it's just she didn't understand. And, like, it's not her fault that she didn't understand. She had to learn.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that we should blame Eris, but the way you said that.
No, I'm
about
just saying, like,
Isla's dad
I'm
bugs
saying
me.
that Zeke is...
But that's just personal trauma. So let's move on. We will be quiet and listen, and then we can decide. Although she orders me, there is a sadness of tone to her voice. This must be incredibly hard for her. And whilst part of me feels chuffed that she would share it with me, something tells me this feeling's about to be short-lived. In any case, it seems like she doesn't want me to interrupt but to be quiet and listen. That's the least I can do.
All right, I will.
Are we sitting comfortably? Begin.
Growing up was like a dream. like another life. Those days were so happy, filled with life and song. My parents were both musicians. They played a range of instruments and were highly sought after composers and performers. If they weren't composing for some high-budget movie or show, they'd be on tour doing what they love. I'd always go with them, of course. And as an only child, I was their world, and they were mine. Like them, I was musical, playing a range of instruments, though I gravitated most towards playing the piano and singing. Above everything else, I'd love to play and sing the music I had created, just like my parents. I would spend many long days and nights singing away and stringing together melody and lyric. It wasn't something I was ever pressured into because of my parents' vocation. It was something I simply picked up of my own accord, and like them, I loved it. It felt as if I had been born to create music. When I was about 14 years old, I had been working long and hard on a particular piece of music, one of special significance to me. I spent several months on it, crafting every detail and emotion. It was a song I had written based on an old movie I used to watch when I was a child. Although my upbringing had been a mostly joyous one, something about this story hit me to my core. It was the story of a child who had been despised by the world, an orphan searching for her place, and her journey of growing to despise the cruelty of a world that had turned against her. It was perhaps just an overly melodramatic teenage moment, but I felt like I wanted to be this character's voice through song. Even though the particular story that inspired the song was fictional, the truth behind it was far from fictional. With this song, I wanted to be the voice for those really experiencing such a life. The pain of being rejected, shunned, oppressed, of being alone through no fault of their own. Even myself, constantly traveling and being an only child on the road, had some understanding of what it was to feel isolated. I wanted this song to be my magnum opus. This song wasn't to be just my cry. It felt like the cry of all people channeling through me. I guess you could say, this was a cry against the structure of the world itself. To me, this was the power of music. This was my calling. How pathetic and grandiose my thinking was, looking back on it. Once the song was perfected, I wanted to show my parents. We arranged a time. I had my sheet music ready to go on my piano in our studio room. My parents came in and sat down. It was time for the debut performance. I played and sang like I had never played and sang before. Every note filled with meaning, harboring the cry of rejection back out against this world, filling the void around me with purpose, with my parents watched on. And when I finished, I looked up to see their eyes flooded with tears. The first thing I thought was this, that I had done it. I was able to move them, that my song had reached them as I had intended. Little did I know the hell I had unleashed through my voice. Yes, I had reached them, though I had more than reached them. My song had forever changed them. I soon noticed my parents' attitude toward me change. I can't even put my finger on what it was, but something about them was off. They were distant towards me, and only me. It was like I suddenly became a nuisance, as if I were an outsider to them. They would still try to behave as they had prior, but I could tell it was at best just an act. One night when I was sick of it, I confronted them about it, and this confirmed my worst fears. They didn't tell me the truth, but I could tell. They were conflicted. They no longer had any tolerance, no love for me, though they clearly didn't understand why. They continued to look after me purely out of obligation, but the further time rolled on, the less they were able to hide their true feelings. The song I had sung had now become my reality. I was now truly alone, strung along without meaning or purpose. All I had was my music, which I continued to craft, despite having no audience who would enjoy it. It was a dark and lonely time, constantly on the road, only made to feel a nuisance. My parents' behavior got worse as the months passed, until one day, I happened upon the answer to my parents' strange behavior. On the news, I saw a report about these strange abilities emerging in young people, most of which first started showing in the pre-teen or teen years. There had been reports of such things going back quite a few years, but only now had the weight of evidence gotten to the point that it had finally been confirmed. This was the emergence of SCP, these strange abilities we exhibit. At first, I didn't think anything of it, but late one night as I lay in bed, I thought back to that moment, the moment my life was turned upside down, when the performance of a song seemed to change my reality and change the hearts and minds of my parents forever.
the moment my life was turned upside down, I've literally just got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air opening song in my head now.
Was it possible? Did I have an SCP and one that could affect other people? All they were reporting on the news was that these abilities added perceptions, not that they could influence others. I wasn't sure if it was just wishful thinking at the time, but I needed to know the truth. It was a short time later that the Huntley Institute announced it was taking students, and that admittance would be based on an interview and a blood sample. Apparently, the blood sample helped confirm cases of SCP, though as you know, they never announced back then how they could ascertain such a thing through our blood. I convinced my parents to let me do the test, though in truth, they probably saw this as an opportunity to get rid of me, as I'd be shipped far off to board at the Institute if I did have an ability. Sure enough, after going through the process, I got a response offering me a position at the Huntley Institute. I did have an ability, and now I finally knew what had caused the change in my world. It was me. I poisoned this world with my song, with this ability. This was my second great loss, the loss of all that I had left, my music. Nobody would ever get to hear a single note, for somehow my singing voice would influence people. I was enraged. How was this possible? It was laughable. It was ridiculous. It had to be some nightmare I was about to wake from. Surely such a thing was unscientific and impossible, and I'd soon awake from this dream world. But the relief of waking never came, for the nightmare was reality. I rejected the offer to attend the Huntley Institute, and instead spent my time brewing in seething anger against this reality. I hated these abilities, and I hated the world that permitted everything to be stolen from me. I wish I could hate my parents as they did me, but they were the victims of the poison of my lungs, heart, and mind. They were under the spell of a power I couldn't break, of a curse that shouldn't exist. My parents continued to tolerate my existence, but that was all their energies could muster. They were trapped by it, as was I. The song of a rejected girl became my reality. After being abandoned by everything I had known, I eventually came to realize the truth. I had to find a way to rid the world of these abilities. These curses shouldn't exist. They mustn't exist. If I were to find a way to rid the world of them, I could break the spell over my parents, and perhaps we could go back to the way things were. Although I knew it was likely a foolish endeavor, it finally gave me a mission and a purpose to aim at. There was only one place I could go to discover the truths behind these abilities. It was here at the Huntley Institute. After several years of putting off my enrollment, I finally accepted it, much to the joy of my parents who were finally rid of me. And that brings me to where I am today. Can you see now? This is who I really am, and this is why I'm here. I must find out the truth, to undo what I have done, and find a way to rid the world of our abilities. Can't you see that such powers shouldn't exist?
I mean, that was definitely a story. That was not
She
even
didn't kill
half as-
anybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say she didn't kill anybody. That was like that.
I
was
have a problem with this too.
okay.
Why don't you just try to sing another song?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Why didn't you write another song where your parents love
Expressing
you?
the joy.
Yeah. Maybe at that point they wouldn't listen because of the reality she brought. Maybe that's why she keeps rejecting us, because she's just now assumes this persona and assumes that people don't want to be with her. But maybe we're somehow immune because we have this power. But also,
Or it's like, I could make an anime reference of like Code Geass logic where you only get to overwrite somebody once.
yeah. I feel like it's a little bit of a, oh, poor little rich girl. First world problem. I was way more sympathetic with Isla. I feel bad now.
It's hard not to be. Isla was always great. We loved Isla.
But you know, she was seriously injured by her dad. You know, maybe I just resonate more with that one. But yeah, it's like the first time you use your singing voice is on the useless blonde-haired guy. And you just use it just like that, like you know it's going to work.
Yeah, she's used her power twice as far as we can tell.
Hmm. She's gonna have a higher what's it value than Zeke does, isn't she?
It wouldn't surprise me if she actually resonates that well with her ability. Hey, no Pulse.
She's changing reality. Hey, no Pulse. She's literally changing reality. Or possibly still perception, but, you know, to completely overwrite parents' love for a child is wild. That's strong. Maybe she's
we
closer
just get, like,
to
color.
one. Yeah, we get color. We can predict the end of the world, but, you know, can't do anything
I
about
don't know if we can
it.
even do that.
I mean, we've got that. There's that whole cloud of bright lights hovering over the city, and then at the end of Isla's route, the reality comes apart. So
Yeah. And shaky effect.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That was horrible. I didn't like that. I stand in disbelief at what I've just heard. Is this what she's been carrying the whole time? This is nothing.
Eris, I don't know what to say. I can't imagine what...
Eris interrupts me with a cutting retort.
Save your pity, Zeke. I'm well past that now. I have to channel all my energy into one thing, and one thing only. Do you understand?
Can't blame her for feeling this way. All that she's lost. To be rejected by your own parents like that through a song of your own invention. It's too much for anyone to bear. She's been facing this all alone all this time.
I can't blame you at all for feeling this way, and I can't pretend to understand your life. But although I'm sure these abilities can be dangerous, they could also be used for good, couldn't they? Your voice, your song, your ability, couldn't they be used to help fix the world?
No, Zeke. Nobody should be able to possess this kind of poison. To steal the will of another is more evil than anything I could imagine.
I mean, it is fairly much. Yeah.
How could that ever be used for good?
But you could do it on, like, evil people, like politicians, to make them, like, make policies to actually save the environment rather than kill it. to, you know, bring more children out of poverty and mean that everyone is guaranteed to be able to eat food and not die and...
Whoa.
have clean water and
What?
they get
What?
sick, it doesn't make them bankrupt.
What? Joe, do you know what you're saying?
I believe it's called socialism.
How dare you?
I may have been watching New Amsterdam on Disney Plus. I've just seen before, but it's just, you know, the main character is very contagious with the how can I help? And yeah, that money thing's kind of unimportant to me. I just want to, you know, treat sick people and solve problems. It's very naive, I know, but still very uplifting. I feel a little stupid for making that last comment. She doesn't need to hear my immature platitudes at this point.
Eris, I don't have the answers, but I want to do this with you. I don't want you to be alone again.
Zeke.
As you said, if you're here at the Institute, then maybe we can figure out a way to fix what happened to your parents, and figure out how to switch off your ability somehow. But if you get expelled, what good will that be?
This is a
Zeke,
good reason.
Haven't you thought through what you're saying?
What do you mean?
I have an ability that affects the minds of other people. Have you ever heard of such a thing before?
And that she mentions it, I haven't. In fact, they're even called SCP, meaning Special Cognitive Perceptions. I thought it was powers, but yeah, you know, I don't remember the first strain particularly. All of us students only have extra senses, not the ability to affect change in others.
If the Institute finds out about my ability, what do you think they'll do? Can you really trust this information falling into the wrong hands? I was hoping I could fly under the radar long enough to get the information I need, but that doesn't seem to be the case now that I'm here. The last thing I'm going to allow to happen is for them to find out about my ability.
Getting a scan, I don't think, can tell them your ability.
Don't know what it can tell though. She can't take that
But
chance.
Eris,
Before I'm able to continue, I am again cut off by the passion in Eris's voice.
What if, because of me, they learn to replicate it somehow? I have to rid the world of these curses, not enhance them.
It sounds like you're really enjoying that game, Nobles. I feel that's a sign of a good game.
That's why I won't tell them about my ability. And that's why it's better I get expelled than stay here and have them discover it.
I've got all the achievements in Ball Pit.
I've not played it.
That was
Not
enough.
my kind of game.
It's good.
Oh, I enjoyed watching it, but I did bullet hell type thing, right? Pinball
No.
bullet hell. No?
It's not really bullet hell.
Okay, pinball-y forward motion shooting thing. Yes?
Sure. I don't know. You don't really fire. Like, it's... it's more like auto.
Oh.
Yeah, more
okay.
like Brick Breaker.
Fair. I watched several people play it. Just it did not appeal. But I definitely appreciate that other people are really enjoying it. Brick Breaker games give me massive anxiety because I can never move the little thingy across quick enough to catch the ball.
Well, you don't even have to worry about not catching the balls.
Oh, I know it's not necessary in this game, but Brick Breaker, you know, itself always gives me anxiety.
I don't want you to get expelled. Not when you just arrived. There has to be another way.
If there is, then I would take it. If there isn't, as I've already said, I can't risk them finding out about it. I don't trust them. Not at all.
Can you not just sing at them? Make them believe you've complied?
But that's the problem.
Hey, Toby.
Dopey,
Why did you bring
we
a
do
large
not endorse
trout?
physical assault with a fish. Now, if it was...
I don't even know which channel Dopey's in, because there's no icon.
It's mine. It's mine.
Oh. I know, but it literally, there's no icon.
Oh,
on
it has
Dopey's.
both.
I don't see an icon.
If I look at your channel, I see your channel icon, but if I look at my OBS, I see mine.
I see no icon. I see horror in my channel and no pulse in your channel, but Dopey is just, for me, displaying as in God mode.
When I look in Joe's channel, I see Joe's symbol next to Dopey's name. When I look at my OBS, I see Dopey's or see mine. And that's what it is. It's Dopey's in both, because now when I look at my OBS, I see it say Joe's.
Yeah, now on that message I do. However, the trout message has no icon.
Weird.
So I think it's possibly because it's a me message, a /me message. But in doing so, Dopey entered God mode and is therefore both existing in the channel and not in the channel. It's like a Schrodinger's cat situation. Either which way, hi Dopey. Don't hit me with a wet fish, please. Yeah, see, God mode. So, yeah, I found a bug in the shared chat. It don't work when you do /me. Exactly that. Now, no pulse has no icon for me. So, yep, I found the bug. Anyway, let me just see where we are in the flowchart, because I can see you're looking.
We're still on Friday.
Do we have another box? Oh, we at least have boxes. Excellent. Okay. It is the me command. Yeah, I figured. I don't really know what to say in response. I want to implore her further, but I can't really argue with what she's saying.
What about you, Zeke? Can you really say these abilities are worth it?
Sorry. Nobles, it's been that kind of stream that's going to make me giggle.
That they don't do more harm than good?
I think back. No, ignore it. Are we not going to deal with his trauma? You know, his sister literally died.
Are you okay?
No one's asked him what his damage is. Sigh. I need to breathe. It isn't worth troubling myself over?
I can't say for certain if our abilities do more harm than good. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Well, I'm certain.
I mean, what did she wish for to get that power? Because he wished he could have seen the important thing when his sister died. Isla wished for the ability to, know what's going to happen ahead of time. What did she wish for? Anyway, Eris stands up from her bed, her demeanour now showing her firm resolve. We have hit on an impasse of sorts. Yet after hearing her story, I'm starting to question if part of me doesn't agree with her. It's not like we chose to have these abilities, they were just thrust upon us, like greatness, and their effects on our lives and those around us are hard to calculate. I was even factoring in what might come of them in the future. Perhaps it's true that the world and our lives would have been better if these abilities had never existed. Maybe her quest to rid them from the world is the right one. But does she really need to leave the Institute? There must be some other way.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Phenomenal.
I eventually made it back to my apartment in the mid-evening. After our talk, Eris and I hung out at a local bar for a while. We tried a different one to Allegra's this time, but it wasn't as good an experience. There were some shady characters there, as well as the drinks being overpriced. The next time if we hang out is definitely back at Allegra's. We agreed to meet as planned tomorrow, and afterwards to look for clues about Ventra's missing research paper. I bet that is where Jace is now, as he isn't here, and I haven't seen him all evening. Oh god, he dies still!
Oh, but that was the front door! Oh, who on earth would that be? Jace wouldn't knock. Opening the door? I see an unexpected yet familiar face before me as she welcomes herself into the apartment with a strut straight past me. Miss Keller? Or
Yeah.
Maya? Nah, it's gotta
Nice
be blue-haired
place you've got
lady.
here.
Yeah.
Nice place you've got here.
Thanks.
Wait, what's going on?
But what are you doing here so late at night?
This is beyond bizarre and inappropriate. She must have looked at my address through the records at the Institute. Didn't this happen in her route, but not in Isla's?
I came to check up on you. You haven't been at lectures the last few days, but I spotted you in the hallway this morning. I was worried. Is everything all right?
I appreciate the concern, but is it normal for a lecturer to check in on a student after only 2 days' absence? And go all the way to their house late at night? ...
This color is uncharacteristically lost for words. I could tell something was up.
Why don't you be honest with me and tell me what you're really doing here? ...
This color looks at me with sharp
I was gonna
eyes.
say, we don't have the skip option.
No, I'm saying we had a similar thing, because she's going to ask us for a scan.
The
because...
same way.
Yeah.
Like, these phrases are like the same as we had the last time in Isla Route.
Yeah, but because it's technically a different bit of the story, we can't skip it. Though I suppose we could skip it if we wanted to, but we may as well just carry on, I guess. Unless it starts to really get repetitive. But she's going to ask for a scan and tell us about her research, and we might get a whole thing on...
do you just want to press A and see if we find anything that's new, or what?
Let's just... Yeah, if she starts talking about that field where it's controlling bodies and stuff. Yeah, we've got like
and I
45
feel like we've
minutes.
got a long way to go to get to the end of this route. Like, I thought we were going to finish Eris route today.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we
And
would.
I feel like we're so long from
Yeah,
it. and
okay.
That's where I want to get. So, like, I'm just going to press A.
Okay, we're going to press A.
You missed your scan today.
Missed your scan. Yeah, there we go. Report. What are you really up to? And then she's going to start talking about the
Now I'm
field and
truly... I can see...
comparing
No
us to
matter.
computer monitors
it
like it
seems-
does in the nonary tale.
My help? That would depend on what it... You have to give me more than that.
Oh, no, there is.
Yes?
I want your help to find out if there is a way to... Ah, yeah, okay.
Get rid of an ability.
Huh? Why would you want to do that?
Well, it isn't really me who wants it.
Oh, I see. Let me guess. This is about Eris, right?
What?
Dude.
Don't worry, I won't say anything to her. It was pretty easy to join the dots given her attitude, and the fact you've been hanging around her.
Damn it, I was way too obvious then. I mean, dude.
Can you do it?
You're asking a very difficult thing, you know. Even if it is possible to take away an ability, we are likely a long way off from getting to that stage. I'm not sure there's much help I can offer you there.
I was worried she would say something like that, but I did expect as much. Though after hearing Eris' story today, I can't bear to leave things the way they are. There has to be a way at least to undo what has happened to Eris' parents.
Well, there is one other thing you could help us with, which is related to it.
Don't tell her, don't tell her, don't tell her!
Which is?
I want you to help us find out if there's a way to undo the effect of an ability.
No, she knows that abilities can affect people.
What do you mean? Your abilities are just extra perceptions, they don't affect others.
You idiot.
Wait, are you saying...
Damn it! Did I really just let that slip too? You purposefully said it, you moron!
Undoing the effect of an ability, huh? I haven't heard of
Idiot.
such a thing, to be honest. However, I'd say that is much more plausible than erasing abilities entirely. Though, to really answer that properly, I'd need to hear more about it.
Can I really trust Ms. Keller? No. Even if I could, I can't betray Eris' trust and tell her without her knowledge. Eris has to be the one to make that decision and be the one to tell her, which she won't.
That isn't my information to share. I may be able to convince Eris to tell you about it, but you'll have to promise not to pass on any of that information to the Institute.
Zeke, keeping information on students hidden really could put my job at...
I cut her off. I can't let her take over this conversation.
Given you've come here late at night just to get this scan, I'm assuming your job is already at risk. Why else would you be so desperate? ...
I take a risky approach, but one I hope will pay off. I don't know for certain her job's at risk, but it's the only reason I could think of for her actions.
If we each promise to keep all this a secret, we both benefit. I don't see the problem. You'll get your scan and keep your job, and I'll get information to help a friend. I don't see any wrongdoing there.
I guess you have a point. Though Eris is about to get expelled for keeping everything hidden like this, and that is out of my hands. Are you sure this is the right option?
She came here for things bigger than just her education. We could really use your help.
All right then. If you allow me to get your scan tonight, and whenever I might need them in the future, I promise to keep everything about this in confidence. I'll do what I can to help. Within reason, of course.
How can we be sure you won't pass on the info to the Institute?
If you don't trust me, get your friend Jace to speak to me about it next week. He can verify I'm telling the truth.
You see, asking Jace to verify the truth makes much more sense when we're asking her to do something like this than in Isla's route, or whichever it was, when we were just getting information about the research.
Yeah.
It's reasonable to assume she's being truthful, particularly in view of her need for the scan and her willingness to have Jace question her. She must be desperate to have to resort to these lengths. I wonder what it's so important about this research paper, and why she needs my scan for it. In any case, I'm happy with those terms.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I'll convince Eris to speak to you. Then you can help us in whatever way you can. When should we meet up?
I have to complete this report, though if I work hard, I should be able to spare some time on Sunday night.
Sunday night?
We're supposed to see Dr. Crane again then, but in truth we don't have any leads on Ventra's research paper anyway. Plus, I can't think of anything more important than Harris helping Eris out right now. Than Harris. She's been abandoned by enough people already. It won't be added to the list.
All right then. Where should we meet you?
Come up to the roof of the Institute. I'll be working there on my paper, so that'll be the most convenient.
Why are you working on
What if
the
there are
roof?
people around?
Come late, at 9 p.m. It's rare anyone is there that late on a Sunday, and they wouldn't be on the roof of your education building.
I repeat, why are you working on a research paper on the roof?
Plus, if anyone sees us, I can always just say you came to beg me to reconsider Eris's impending expulsion.
That's a fairly believable excuse. She's good, I have to give her that. Besides, if she betrays us, we can just get Eris to... Maybe we can even get Eris to, you know, if she helps us, then just get Eris to sing that she forgets that what she saw.
Okay, 9 p.m. Sunday it is.
I have a devious mind.
If you're ready, we can do that scan now.
Thank you, Zeke.
Mezcala begins setting up a laptop and a small scanning device. My thoughts start to dwell on Eris. I need to convince her to come with me on Sunday and tell Mezcala about her ability. That isn't going to be easy.
After a tense evening prior, the morning sun has brought with it fresh vitality. I arrive at Eris's apartment, ready for our day out. It's not a date, right? These strange thoughts have been swirling in my mind all morning, and it isn't helping that I have been standing a long time at the door, waiting for Eris to finish getting ready.
I call out to Eris through the closed door before me.
You almost ready?
I won't be much longer, and you better be taking me somewhere nice, by the way.
Hold on, maybe this really is a date. I haven't even prepped anything, and I'm wearing my same old boring attire. Well, it looks like so's she. Literally no one has changed clothes for 2 weeks. It's disgusting. It's okay, I live by winging it. You've got this, Zeke. I'm gonna need plenty of positive self-talk to get through this unscathed. Okay, she did put on a pretty outfit. Oh, that is pretty. We sit in the grass as the streaks of light filter through the trees overhead. We went shopping after I picked her up. I acted like I had it all planned. I had it planned all along. We got supplies for the picnic I had organised and took her here to Central Park. Central Park!
Central Park is a large park in Cacaretta, in which the Cacaretta River flows through the middle. The park backs onto the Institute's property on the southern side.
Oh, please don't be a dead Jace. Please don't be a dead Jace.
Not that yet, at least.
Yeah, park backs onto the Institute on the far side, but can only be accessed on the other side of town. It's a huge park spanning many acres, so we're still quite far from the front entrance of the Institute. The Cacaretta River flows through here, and on sunny days like this, it's picturesque and serene. Cacaretta River...
The Cacaretta River shares its name with the city. In fact, the city was named after the river, as many strange legends and fables emerged where the river played a central role.
But we're not going to explain why it's called the Cacaretta River. This is Eris' first time here, so things are going well, all things considered. It's the first time I've seen Eris in a dress. It's a far more elaborate dress than I ever imagined her wearing. I'm just not looking at the picture. When she emerged from her apartment, I was left speechless, and now I'm even more stunned seeing her with her hair down in the midday sun. Now we're... he said midnight sun. Now that we're here, I'm trying to act cool and natural, but with her looking like this, that will be quite the battle.
So, how's the food?
It's good, thanks.
Her hair's not down. It's still up in pigtails.
That's good then.
The only issue now is the conversation isn't flowing naturally at all. That's definitely my fault. I'm way too uptight right now. I gotta say something.
So why'd you want to spend your day out here with a guy like me? I would have thought you'd have better things to do.
I can't tell if you're insulting yourself or putting me down for my taste.
Huh? For your taste?
As in, with who I want to spend time with, I mean.
And there it is, finally. So you do like to spend time with me. You are a tough nut to crack, Eris, but I knew if I never gave up, eventually this day would come.
Oh,
Victory is sweet.
You plonker.
Huh.
Although she's dismissive of my jokes as usual, she doesn't seem nearly as wound up today. Might be a good time to talk to her openly.
Seriously though, a girl like you, I would have thought could get any of the guys.
You really think so?
Eris responds timidly and honestly. It's a tone of voice I haven't heard from her before, one that leaves all bare and implores me to respond in kind.
Definitely.
What makes you say that?
You really aren't kidding, are you?
No. I've always been on my own, moving from place to place with my parents. I've never had enough time to make real friends, let alone anything beyond that.
That's so sad. For as intelligent as she is, she also holds a childlike ignorance about the world around her, all due to her upbringing. She's curious. I'll have to be the first to tell her the truth.
And to answer your question, yes, I really do think so. Haven't you noticed some of the guys stare at you? The good looks and hyper-intelligent combo is a formidable one.
You're just trying to make me feel better about myself, aren't you?
Yes, but also it's
Really?
true.
Did you seriously never realize how good-looking or intelligent you are?
Well, I don't...
This is kind of adorable. For as frosty as she's been in the past, I guess a lot of that was just her way of coping, shielding herself from others. She probably didn't know how to relate to people properly. Can't blame her, given her life and what she's been through. Also means she might not have as many social insights, or any awareness of how she stacks up to others. She probably just assumes most are as gifted as she. That's probably why I always frustrated her.
What about Isla, though?
What do you mean?
She is stunning, far prettier than I am.
She looks good too, no doubt about it. But that doesn't change how you look though, does it?
That's not what I'm asking.
Wait, what is she alluding to then? She couldn't mean.
What are you asking?
Are you really going to make me say it?
Yes, because we communicate healthily in this novel.
Say what? No, they don't. They do not communicate healthily in this one.
Well, they do better than normal. I feel so dense right now, but there's no way I'm going to assume what she means. Not when the stakes are so high.
I mean,
Stop showing us our knees.
you couldn't be interested in me. Not when there's someone
It's
like
the thighs.
her around.
It's not the knees.
She says it. There's no doubt. Unlike what usually happens with me, for once I read the situation correctly. I'm surprised. Instantly my hands start to clam up and my throat dries. Stay calm, Zeke. It must be very difficult for her to be transparent like this, given her normal demeanour. She'd be feeling very uncomfortable right now. I cannot betray that trust. Need to be as straight with her as possible. Say something!
Well, you stop monologuing. Listen, Eris. Isla's a close friend. She has been for many years. But that's all it is, and all I could imagine it being in the future. She's more like family, I guess.
Do you really mean that?
Do you think I'm lying?
Well, no. I'm going to hold you to that, though.
Huh? Hold me to what?
Yes, the knees, right. Just like...
No, it's the thighs. How dare
You better
you?
not ditch me to run off with her.
Do you not understand the power?
No.
Was it ankle shots too? Oh shit, we had ankle. But that was also covered.
That's the whole point. It's more chaste and also more alluring to have skin covered, I think. I don't know. A familiar icy sharpness reintroduces itself into Eris' speech. I don't recall ever agreeing to be with Eris in the first place, when or how we found ourselves in this situation. Not that I'm complaining. I'm not sure when it happened, and though it surprised me to admit it, I'm glad it did.
All right, I promise.
Good.
What are we promising? Oh, hey, does that mean we're together now? Damn it, I don't know how to ask that. It's way too embarrassing to ask straight up front. And I can't just leave the conversation hanging. Perhaps this is a good time to ask her about that now things are going well. No, dude!
So, Eris, I wanted to ask you something.
You're doing so well.
Yes?
If there was a way to undo the effects of special abilities, would you take it?
No. Eris goes silent, deep in thought.
Why do you ask?
Eris is perceptive. She understands I'm not asking purely out of curiosity. Be careful how I word this.
I believe it might be possible to undo what happened to your parents.
She looks conflicted. I can't get a good read on her.
How?
To find out, we'd need to talk to Miss Keller about it.
Did you tell her about my ability?
She needs to look more angry at this point. She still looks sad. I hear panic start to creep into Eris's voice. I have to squash this quickly.
No, I haven't said anything, I promise.
You said too much. Yeah.
But I think she'd be able to help if you'd let her.
And what makes you say that?
I mean, here's the thing. You don't even have to explain just from that point. You can start with the fact that Jace sees conflict in her.
Yeah.
Like, clearly Miss Keller doesn't like something. So, like, there's definitely more to it than just, like, lab rat.
Yeah. I take my time in explaining the strange visit from Miss Keller last night and the deal we cut.
So if you're willing to speak with her tomorrow night and tell her about your ability, she would be willing to help find a way to get your parents back to normal.
Eris pauses with a look of confusion and of pain before she eventually responds in a somber tone.
Zeke, it's sweet that you're wanting to help. I really mean that. But it's too late for that now.
She already tried.
Too late? How so?
I've already decided. I'm leaving next week. I'll be heading back home, back to the far side of that ocean.
Eris looks out in determined resignation. A look so beautiful I'd be captivated if it weren't for the words that preceded it.
What? But why?
Oh, congrats on finishing Lab Rat. Horror. Looks like an interesting game.
Do I even need to tell you? Unless I comply with the Institute's rules, I'll be expelled. I may as well
What
leave
about
on
fixing
my
what
own
happened to your
terms.
parents and erasing these abilities? How can you do that if you aren't here?
It's still my goal, but I've told you already. The one thing I can't risk is knowledge of my ability falling into their hands.
I understand not trusting the Institute, but what about Miss Keller? She won't pass it on, I'm sure of it.
Are you, though? How well do you really know her?
Well...
I mean, we had an ending where she caused us to get killed, so...
I'm sorry, Zeke.
I don't think that's her
but
fault.
I can't trust anyone connected with the Institute.
I mean...
It's just not worth it.
Can't believe I'm hearing this. No, I believe it. She's right.
So you're just gonna leave just like that? What about what we were just saying? You just made me promise that stuff about not running off with Isla and staying with you. Was that just a joke to you? Some game you were playing with me despite knowing you were about to take off and never come back?
She might have changed her mind if you hadn't said what you said.
It wasn't a joke. It meant a lot to hear it.
Dot, dot, dot.
I'm sorry, Zeke, but just for today, I wanted to experience what it might be like to have a normal life, to go out on my first
We like the
date.
drama, Ray.
I asked you here because I wanted to know if it truly meant something, so at least just for today, I could experience something real. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been bold enough to tell you the truth.
This is so wrong.
Why do you think this can't be your life? I get what happened to your parents is hard, but that's not stopping you from having a normal life now.
No, Zeke, you're wrong.
But why?
Until things are set right, until these abilities are erased and their dangers are put behind us all, I can't rest. I can't be content with a normal life.
I don't
But
believe
you're
you.
leaving.
What?
If that was true and that's all you really wanted, then why are we here now then? Why are we here together in the park playing out your fantasy? Why did you arrange this whole charade if it wasn't what you truly wanted?
Well,
Were you just using me for entertainment?
no, it isn't that.
Then why are you doing this?
I'm dangerous, Zeke. Why can't you understand? I can't risk something happening again. And it isn't just me. Have you ever considered what other dangerous abilities might be out there? ...
We may not know what dangerous abilities are out there, but we also don't know what abilities there are that might change our world for the better.
It's much faster to destroy than it is to build, Zeke. Our abilities, they defy the order of things. They shouldn't exist. They mustn't exist.
We don't have to rush to extremes, and you don't have to do this alone. Why can't we just speak with Miss Keller about this? How can we know there isn't a third way until we try? You don't have to leave us.
Zeke.
Bitterness sweeps between us. Not the bitterness of betrayal, but the bitterness that comes from the repulsive forces between us, and that of refusing to relent to the will of the other. I don't even understand that sentence. Why the stubbornness? Why does everything have to be twisted in this way?
You know,
I think the
sometimes I
bitterness
wonder what
of
the point
understanding
this
that we
all
both
is.
are right in our own ways, but there's no way around it.
Yeah.
It's a shitty situation where we both know what we want to do, and we both cannot accept what we want to do because of XYZ.
Mm. Why the stubbornness?
You know, sometimes I wonder what the point of this all is.
What do you mean?
Don't you ever get the sense that this is all truly hopeless? That no matter what we do, our lot is somehow determined? That no matter how hard we might try, we are inevitably swept up in untamable tides beyond our understanding.
I have thought about it many times.
Really?
Yes, I've thought about how I came to be here, about the events in my life that were forced upon me, and of the things I have failed to do. Perhaps if I could find something to blame out there, then I could find some peace. At the very least, I wouldn't blame myself. But no matter how far down this line of thinking I go, I never find relief. I no longer try to excuse myself or blame the world or any other force out there for what I've become. I've accepted long ago that there's no justice in this world.
What can we do then?
Ignore it. Thinking like that is meaningless. I'm here now. I have my friends, a place to live. I have you. I just want to live comfortably. In life, anything can be taken from you. No, everything will be taken at some point. So to hell with the future and the gods who control it. I'll live for what I want each day I get here on this earth. So don't leave. You can't fix the world or change the past. But you can have me, at least for today, and why not tomorrow? All you have to do is choose it.
I plead with all the will I can muster. In response, it seems I've only pained Eris all the more.
I don't know, Zeke.
We sit in wistful silence. The rays of light that shine upon Eris's form at odds with the tone of our meeting. Normally I would never speak like this, but my desperation has stripped every bit of pride from me. Is there truly no way for us to come together on this? Suddenly, breaking the moment, my phone starts vibrating loudly in my pocket. Vibrating is a movement? But anyway, ... Doesn't look like the caller's going to give up. I better check who it is. It's Jace. He very rarely calls, so I should probably answer it. He's not dead yet!
Sorry, Eris, I should take this. What is it, Jace?
Have you heard?
Heard what? What are you talking about?
Get back here now.
Why? I'm in the middle of...
I'm interrupted by sharp words that instantly stun me to my core.
It's Isla. She's gone.
Huh?
Gone? What do you mean? Where did she go?
Shock freezes my mind. The words come out before I can even process what I'm hearing.
She's dead, Zeke.
What the? About the word? Ray, everyone has heard about the word. What the hell happened with Isla? I stand still on the roadside where I've been for some time. Before me is an area cordoned off by police tape. I ran straight here, leaving Eris behind in the park. My hands are still trembling, my breath rugged. This can't be real. It just can't
Bird.
be. Exactly! My disconnected thoughts flow and mix into a stream of white noise in my mind. Not long ago, the ambulance took her lifeless body away. Her body? Wait, no, it can't be. She can't be gone. I just saw her yesterday. Today she was going to the arcade to continue her run. Why wasn't I there? And what happened to her? When I asked the emergency services crew a few minutes ago, they said she fell from the top of the Institute building, dying on impact. How did she fall? Who did this to her? Did the Institute figure out we knew something? Who could have possibly done this to her? I mean, Miss Keller literally said that she works on top of the building, but I can't help but imagine how she must have... No, shut it out, Zeke. Don't picture it. My racing thoughts continue, yet I'm unable to move from this spot. Eventually, they're interrupted by the kind and softly spoken words of a familiar older man approaching
Zeke,
to my right.
Is that you?
Oh, I know. Shit.
Okay.
Saturday, when she was doing her run, she got interrupted by Trace.
Was that the Saturday? I thought that was Friday
Yeah.
for some reason.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. It was Trace showed up to her run, and then we found her on the roof of the building afterwards.
Flip, we did, didn't we?
We interrupted what potentially was a suicide.
Shit.
And in this timeline where we actually go see Eris, we're not there to save her.
No. But I mean, we lose Jason, the other ones, so clearly these are bad timelines.
I'm so
Gus?
sorry about your friend. I came as soon as I heard the news. ... Our Queen Eye. She was something special.
Was something special? It's wrong. It has to be.
I just can't understand. Wasn't she supposed to be at your arcade this morning, continuing her run? Did she turn up?
Yes, she did, though she didn't get very far.
Why? What happened?
That troublemaking kid came in, started accusing Isla of cheating and saying all kinds of nasty things.
What? Which troublemaking kid?
He was recently a big part of those protests up at the Institute. Golden hair, always wears funny-looking jackets.
Trace?
Yeah, I think that was it. He's a kid with a face you'd really like to slap.
You said it, mate. We agree. Did Trace do something to Isla? Is he responsible for this? My heart starts beating so heavily I can hear it in my ears. My rage is almost uncontrollable. Breathe, Zeke.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
He's often causing trouble downtown, particularly on the main strip. You might want to check around there.
All right, thanks. We've got to get going now.
I just don't do anything you might regret there, kiddo.
Yeah, it's too late for that. Without responding, I rush downtown to find the most punchable face ever conceived.
I've stormed up and down these streets more times than I can count, checking all the bars along the way, but I can't find Trace. In that time, I've calmed a little from my earlier rage, though emotions of fury, disbelief, and bitterness come in indeterminate surges. And with all of it, there is one face I can't get from my mind.
How could this have happened? It is then that my condemning thoughts are interrupted by a familiar voice.
Zeke.
Eris.
I'm sorry.
Eris pauses, unable to finish the sentence. Although Eris didn't know Isla nearly as well as I did, it seemed like they were already starting to get along. This is a shock to her also.
Sorry for leaving you at the park,
It's okay, I get it. I would have done the same. It just doesn't seem real. Did you find out anything else?
She shares the exact sentiment as I'm feeling.
Not really, she fell from the Institute building.
The Institute?
Yeah.
We both fall silent for a moment as we each ponder the realities of what all this means.
What were you doing just now? You looked really serious.
I was looking for that Trace guy. I heard he was giving Isla a mouthful earlier at the arcade before it happened.
It's that building on the left, the business building that we had the little shiny thing on. That's where he's going to be.
You think he was involved?
Right. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Hi, Leo.
You're fine, Leo.
Don't worry, I DM him all the time when he's streaming. Just don't expect a reply.
I'll help you look.
We spend another hour in search of Trace, but unlike his name would suggest, there's no trail of him to be found. And so we sit, drink in hand, in relative silence.
I should have been with her. We both should have been with her at the arcade. It always meant so much to her getting those records.
I'm sorry. It was me that dragged you out to the park. It's my fault.
No, it's not your fault.
Things up.
I wanted to be with you. I just should have been more considerate to Isla. We should have gone to see her at the arcade first. She was like family. How could I have been so insensitive?
We can't think like this. We don't even know what really happened to her, and if we could have stopped it. You can't blame yourself, Zeke.
Which ones are you looking at, Leia? If I can't blame myself, then who is to blame? What would have happened to her?
These abilities, none of this would have happened if it wasn't for them.
We don't know that.
Don't we? If it was Trace, then we know his motivations. If instead it was someone within the Institute, then again, the link is direct. None of this would have happened if
Liza P is
instead it was someone within the Institute,
is a Souls-like? So, question. L.A. Noire is kind of a GTA-esque, and her story is more of a visual novel.
It's an FMV game.
I have not...
I seem to remember. Her story is an FMV game. L.A. Noire is really good, but it is quite dated and set in, like, times when it's quite sexist and a little bit racist, or a little bit sexist and quite racist. But it's still a good story. But yeah,
it's a period piece for sure.
Liza P, I want to play on my alt because I don't know whether I'm going to be any good at it, but it looks incredible. I would say that, yeah, it's actually probably almost better than the time period we're currently somehow stuck in some ways. But yeah, no, it is very, very, yeah, it's definitely a theme piece. But the cases are good, and it's got like the Black Dahlia and stuff in, so, you know.
I was gonna say, I think Joe's played most of L.A. Noire.
I've played it twice. I've double stacked it.
Okay.
I played the original one and I got the remastered, so.
If you're not, the question is.
I mean, technically I have a room, but I very much need to live alone. But if it's this is sort of semi-serious, if it's not a serious question, then yeah, sure. But yeah. If it is a serious question, then it's quite a small flat. So yeah, when I move up north, I'll have more rooms. So definitely. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely not great, right? But let's not get into that because yeah, we've got to try and get to an ending in the next 10 minutes. Hopefully it involves killing Trace, or at least punching his stupid face. I have a feeling that the world is going to come apart, and there's got to be at least one bad... No, you're not interrupting. We get easily distracted. But yeah, I've heard good things about Liza P.
We've been very focused, too.
Yeah. Obra Dinn was brilliant. Highly recommend. Her story I enjoyed. I think I have it on my mobile,
I think that
actually.
was only... I was going to say, that was only on Windows. It wasn't on Xbox, so I didn't get to try her story, but I've heard really good things about it. Really good deduction game.
Oh yeah, no, I played it on my phone. It's a San Barlow one. It was released for iOS, Mac, and Windows. But the next one he did, I forget what it was called. The other San Barlow one. That one has some nudity, but it is quite a fun thing. Or one of them has nudity. I forget if the other one I'm thinking of is a San Barlow. But anyway, FMV games I do like. I think her story is quite sad, actually, in the end. But yeah, Obra Dinn.
Telling Lies, The Memoir Blue.
Telling...
Immortality, Project C.
Immortality.
Immortality okay.
Is the one with the nudity. And also Cats. Because I streamed that. Telling Lies, that I don't think that was that one was just fun. War Games is broken on Xbox, so we just don't acknowledge that exists because it pisses me off that they didn't fix it.
I own it.
Yeah, all they had to do was update the API endpoints and resubmit. Oh yeah, if you ignore the UX issues, the story's good. Can't remember the story of Telling Lies though.
I considered doing her story. I know it's got achievements on the Windows side. I just never got to it. It was one of those ones I was like, maybe. So.
Telling Lies was an Annapurna one. Hang on, let me just look up context. Oh yeah, no, that was the one with the computer interface. No, that one was fun. And I don't think I had any UX issues. I enjoyed that. I think there was also a cat walking over a keyboard. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
That one, I just haven't played it yet.
Yeah, Immortality I did stream because I was aware that there was nudity, and like I was like, as soon as we get boobs, I have to switch scenes because I don't want my stream to get censored, because there was a lot of controversy about people's streams getting censored with certain games. But yeah,
it was
that's decent. Yeah,
it was that puzzle, that 3-match game.
Oh yeah, no.
That was a sometimes you.
Yeah, the anime thing.
That caused people to do that.
Yeah,
No,
but there was
it was
also if
more
you took
like a
screenshots
noir look.
of it and stuff, you
It was
got
that
like a
noir
ban
looking
on
one.
Xbox. Yeah. But Immortality is a really, really good, very convoluted, but really good story. Like, seriously makes your mind go, whoa, this must have been really hard to get together. But I don't want to say any more because you really should experience it for yourself. But also, you can search for cat and you get videos of cats. Or a cat. Which I totally did. Because yes. Anyway, did you say that we don't know that bit yet?
We don't know that.
Okay.
Don't we? If it was Trace, then we know his motivations. If instead it was someone within the Institute, then again, the link is direct.
Oh, you're on Jesse's stream, you can't see me. I did a thumbs up.
None of this would have happened if Isla didn't have an ability. Everything they touch is
You were
cursed.
already set for games
It's
for a
just
while.
a matter of time before the curse hunts us down too.
I mean, I'm set for girls. It's a games for life, so, you know. Her blunt words send a wave of cold frustration coursing through my body. I immediately want to bite back at her thoughtless words for saying this so soon after what happened to Isla, but I know she's just trying to process things herself. Plus, we've had several drinks already at this point, so we can't be too hard on her. Look, Jessie, there are two hobbies. One is playing games, one is buying games, and they are not the same thing. It's the same with books.
Yeah, but
I
she
like
makes it
buying
sound like she
books.
wasn't already.
And I like reading books. I'm a bookworm, spelt with a Y because I'm a book dragon, and I have a hoard, but also I love reading books. So yes, I have my collections, and I have my hobbies.
And I mean, the other side of this is, you know, Leo, we need to practice.
Please feel
I'm not
free. I
saying
don't
for
think it
pilot
was my
spoiler.
idea, Leo. Oh, are you gonna do some practice today?
I don't know what I'm playing today yet.
Okay.
Just more so that, like, League's coming and, like, yeah.
I don't know what this practice thing is. I just like do things and then get frustrated when I'm not good at it.
Right?
I assume we're still talking Zelda here because otherwise that is a really weird sentence. Possibly football? I just get it, Leo. I definitely get it. Yeah. I think it's just the way my brain works. Also, I have no sense of time, no patience, and I get frustrated easily. Okay, we've had lots of drinks. Then there's this creeping thought in the back of my mind. What if she is correct? Yep, ADHD and autism. I've got the... I was going to go with trifecta, but that's 3. I mean, I've also got CPTSD, so there we go. There's the trifecta. Yeah. So that would probably explain why I get, yeah. But yeah, I like collecting things. I have many, 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 many collections of things. ADHD. Yeah. Not everyone knows what that is. So I do sort of do with it. Plus I like to go with the, I've got 2 wolves inside my head. And at the moment they're chasing a squirrel. And they're supposed to be reading the book with Jessie. Or the game book. I've always tried to look positive, but there's nothing redeeming in this. And that could be about this game and my life.
I don't know about that, Eris.
Well, I do. That's why I'm doing this, to try to stop things like this from happening again.
You're not the
I'll
squirrel,
take another
Leo.
swig of my drink. As I do, I feel an encroaching weight of realization swamp me. Isla, she can't be gone. I feel tears form in my eyes, a heavy darkness clamps my throat. No, she is gone. She will never return. I'll never see her again. This is real. This is no bad dream. All I can do is accept it.
Yes. Leo is not the squirrel. We are easily distracted, but chat is supposed to be distracting. We're streaming, not just playing the game. We interact with the chat. Eris looks at me with sympathetic eyes. They kind of look like puppy dog eyes. I would do anything for those eyes. They're really pretty.
Zeke. Let's get a few drinks for the road and
You
head
can't
back to
take
my
drinks from a
place.
restaurant. What world is this?
I mean, you can totally steal
Yeah,
the
that might be
glasses.
best.
You could probably buy the bottle.
We spend the night in Eris's tiny apartment, drinking and talking. We speak of Isla, our memories of her, the good and bad times, sometimes laughing, sometimes with tears in our eyes. In truth, I do most of the talking, though Eris listens sympathetically and attentively, adding in her own thoughts and observations, and asking questions of my and Isla's past.
Sorry,
sounds
our
like you were
bots
lucky to
both
have
posted
each
about
other.
Discord at the same time. But in the order that I see it, as your post, and then I also have a Discord. It's quite cozy, says my Nightbot.
We were. She was more than I deserved.
Yeah, that was just perfect. It was like the perfect storm. Yes, Nightbot, we know people are talking. Ugh. You don't need to keep reminding people. But yes, if you are in my channel, or if you want to collect your daily, don't forget. I pause as a conviction rises in me.
Eris, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I don't know if it's selfish, but right now I don't care. I have to say what's on my mind. It might just be the drink talking, but either way, they are my honest feelings.
You can't leave. Not now. Especially not after this.
Eris doesn't respond, just looks at the ground in silence.
I want to help you to rid the world of these abilities.
You do?
These abilities that have forced us to live under constant suspicion and has led to losing Isla. That has driven a wedge between you and your parents and has taken away your song. As you said, all that it touches, it curses. All I wanted was a comfortable life alongside those I cared about. It's obvious now, after today, that is no longer possible. One day, I want to be able to hear you sing. I want to help you get your voice back.
Zeke.
Aww.
What do you say, Eris? You can't leave now.
So that's your play, huh? You want me to stick around that bad?
Ah, she's got the attitude back. But also, Isla is still dead.
I do.
If you want me to stay, you have to swear it.
Swear what?
Fiddlesticks.
That you'll stick with me, no matter what, until we find a way to get rid of them.
It looks like you want me to stay with you just as badly.
So what do you say?
This is an easy decision.
Eris, I promise, I'll stick with you until we can fix this. Until we learn the truth behind our abilities. Until the day your voice is restored and I can hear you sing your song.
Ow. Ow. ... Iris blushes. I can't believe I'm speaking in this way in front of her, but now isn't the time to be reserved.
I can't really say no to that, can I?
Then it's set. There's no backing out now.
Right. We're in this together, until the very
That's the end
end.
of Saturday. Sunday's the end of the world. Wait,
Yeah.
how are we on Monday?
Really? Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on. Flowchart. Flowchart.
Oh wait, Monday's the end of the world, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say. I thought Monday was.
We don't ever reach May 1st. That's right.
Right. Yes.
We're about to die.
We're about to die.
I spent
Okay.
most of yesterday in my room, lethargic and nursing a splitting headache. When I awoke, I initially had a pang of hope that the events of the day prior were nothing but a bad dream. Though those hopes were soon shattered as I saw Jace's solemn face in the living room. So apart from seeing Jace and a phone call to Eris last night, I have remained in reclusion, attempting to ground the truth of what has happened to my reality. Jace informed me that the Institute will be closed for today due to the incident and the police investigations. For the moment, I am choosing to block what happened to her out of my mind. As tempted as I am to track down Trace and do some investigations of my own, the light of the morning has brought with it a clarity. I need to be patient. Nothing I do can change what has happened, and I'm very likely to do something I regret in the state I'm in right now.
You got the hiccups. Or are you yawning?
I resolve to find the truth behind what happened to Isla, though I have to wait. The time will come. It is now the mid-morning on Monday, 2 days after receiving that forever-altering news. After my sleep in, I have been walking around somewhat aimlessly, lost in thought and reflection over everything that has happened. I think about the coming week, of the funeral that will need to be organized, and of our family and all that must be facing right now. I contemplate going to visit them, really just her, but right now it is still too raw.
Though.
Yeah, he doesn't. I'll have to give myself a few more days before I do that.
My feet take me back to the Institute, and before me I find the taped-off entrance at the gate, just as it was yesterday. We've not seen Maya in a way, yeah, we've not seen Maya in a while. Perhaps
No,
I
we
just
haven't.
needed to see it again, just to confirm to myself the realities of Saturday. I can't believe something like this has happened again. At that moment, I notice movement to my left as I swivel my head to determine its source. Wait. I swear I didn't know.
Speak.
Is that
You
Maya?
spoke it into existence!
She's sitting on her favourite bench on the opposite side, despite the Institute being closed today. Just a bench. It prompted the thought. It's been a long time since I've seen her. Last I saw her, she was still angry at me over the whole going to the wrong apartment thing. She was convinced I gave her the wrong address on purpose, but did she get it wrong? Or is our handwriting that terrible?
Hey Maya, it's been a while.
But how?
What do you mean?
Wait.
Maya stares at my torso for a few seconds.
Oh, I see.
She looks at the threads. She really weirds me out when she does that.
Is this you reading the threads again?
Yes, I didn't realize it wasn't you.
Huh?
I don't understand what she's saying, though. That wouldn't be the first time. She thought I died. Zeke died.
What brings you out here today? The Institute is off limits right now with the incident and all.
The incident?
You didn't hear about it? That's why the Institute is all cordoned off.
Maya proceeds to stare at me with what appears to be a look of confusion before she suddenly changes the flow of the conversation.
It is coming soon. I haven't much time.
Maya begins to make her exit before I stop her with an abrupt question.
Wait,
That's not a question.
someone else said something like that to me recently.
Also not a
What do you
question.
see?
That's the question.
The threads are intertwining.
Intertwining? What does that mean?
I can't say. I'm sorry. I have to go now.
She's infernally cryptic. I want to pick her brain more, but she seems desperate to leave. It doesn't feel right to try anymore.
Right, well, bye.
Maya doesn't respond. She only gives a wistful glance before briskly walking away. The more I see of her, the less I understand her. Yeah, we don't have a full picture yet. On my way back to the apartment, I'm stopped in my tracks by a voice that calls out from a distance.
Zeke!
Trace? Oh, Miss Keller.
Yeah, we didn't go see her on Sunday, obviously. Miss Keller is huffing and puffing. I suppose she isn't very fit.
Sorry, I tried to call out to you when you were outside the Institute building, but I guess you didn't hear me. I just came to say I'm sorry about what happened. To your friend.
Yeah, me too.
Wasn't she on the roof as well on Isla's thing? Didn't we have a conversation or not? Don't know.
What?
Miss Keller, was she on the roof as well? Because she said she works on the roof.
No, no, the whole point of the roof discussion was just to be like, if we get caught, we have an excuse.
No, I meant in the other thread, Isla's thread, where she doesn't die because we find her on the roof. Wasn't Miss Keller there also?
No.
Oh, okay, misremembering. It's because we've met her on the roof way too many times, that's why. We both stand silent in the street for a moment. She isn't very good at conversations like this, I can only assume. Having said that, I don't think anyone could ever get used to circumstances like these.
She was such a sweet girl. It's hard to believe.
Despite what I suppose are good intentions, I don't have the capacity to have this type of conversation right now.
Is there something you want from me?
Oh, yes.
Taking cue from my tone of voice, Miss Keller switched to a more matter. It keeps on switching from Miss to Ms, which is annoying me. To a more matter-of-fact demeanor.
I was just thinking about yesterday. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet. I'd understand if you just wanted to leave it for a while with everything that's happened.
I haven't given it any thought. It was the furthest thing from my mind right now. Though now I think about it, putting my mind to this might not be the worst idea. Every time I stop and think about Isla, things begin to fall apart again. Putting this energy to use, this anger, is probably the best thing I can do right now. Together with Eris, maybe we can find a way to erase our abilities so this kind of thing doesn't happen again. This Keller might just hold the key to the insights we need.
There's no point putting it off. Where could we meet?
Are you sure we could?
I said it was fine. Where do you want to meet?
Probably shouldn't act this way, but I just don't have the patience for this condescension right now, no matter how well-intentioned it is.
Oh, with the Institute off limits, we could meet anywhere, really. It's up to you.
I need to find a way to get Eris there. She won't agree to it in advance. But we also shouldn't meet somewhere too busy where we'll get spotted. But just the place.
Okay, in that case, let's meet at the wharf side, 7 p.m. tonight, just after it gets dark. Can you make that work?
It's always best to meet in a crowd, actually. Getting spotted is less likely in a crowd than it is in a less isolated place.
Sure.
You can tell she's surprised by my forward attitude. I just don't have the patience this morning.
Okay, I'll see you tonight then.
This is where it's all going to go wrong.
I mean, always at the end of the day, so it's always at night. Eris and I sit side by side at wharfside, looking at the stars lingering overhead. I lured her down here with the promise of a snow cone, which we ate to the view of the setting sun. Since the sun retreated beyond the horizon, the shops have closed and the people have moved on, leaving only us in the stillness of the night.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What do you mean?
Well, it's starting to cool down now, and I've just eaten a snow cone. There are far too many setups. Surely you're about due for one of your lame ice-related jokes.
Oh, I see.
I see.
What? What's with the smile?
You miss them that much, huh?
I didn't say that.
I was right all along. You did secretly like my jokes.
Oh, she's
Finally, I must say, victory is sweet.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I didn't say I liked it. It's just weird without them, that's all.
Sure, say what you will, but the truth has now been revealed.
Whatever.
Before I'm able to respond with a cleverly devised retort, we are interrupted by a familiar voice. Every time it's a freaking familiar voice. But as we can't hear it, it's really hard to anticipate. But it's got to be Ms. Keller.
There you are. I wasn't sure which end to meet you at.
Miss Keller, what are you doing here? And what do you mean, meet us at? Wait, don't tell me.
Eris, who is sitting to my left, stares daggers through me. If looks could kill.
Zeke, what is this?
That would be a good
What's
ability.
going on?
You didn't tell her.
Tell me what?
Red alert.
Okay, everyone, let's stay calm.
I've got to defuse this bomb quickly, starting with Eris.
Eris, I was serious about helping you, about the promise we made. That is to start here. Miss Keller said she'd help us. What better opportunity is there to get inside knowledge? Isn't that why you came all this way to the Institute in the first place?
Eris doesn't respond, but only stares at me with fierce intensity, weighing my words as Miss Keller silently
We can't trust
waits.
her.
If you can't trust her, can you trust me instead?
Well,
Please, Eris, if we are serious about this, risks will be inevitable. This is one I believe we should take. I trust her when she says she won't pass on what you say to the Institute.
Zeke is right, Eris. I understand your suspicions, trust me.
That's the problem.
After today, I understand them more than ever.
Huh?
I'm not going to share anything you tell me to the other researchers.
Eris pauses for a moment.
how can we trust you?
Honestly, there isn't much I can do to convince you. Just know that very recently, some things happened. Maybe that's why I'm here, to try to make amends.
Someone's gonna get shot. Miss Keller pauses for what appears to be a moment introspection before snapping her attention back to Eris.
All I can do is give you my word. The rest is up to you.
Breathe a sigh of release. Release? Relief. Although Eris still looks suspicious, it seems like she will relent.
Fine. I hope you're right about this, Zeke.
So am I.
Okay, where should we begin?
Okay, I'll read
Eris
this then.
unravels her past. Oh, I was fine reading it. You've had a lot of short stuff, so. At first, she is very hesitant, leaving out crucial details and pausing with high frequency. Although I often need to encourage her to keep going and help her fill in key events, eventually she lays out the full truth of her past to Miss Keller. Miss Keller listens carefully and empathetically to Eris. Despite not knowing the full extent of Miss Keller's background, there is no doubt her show of concern is genuine, at least to my mind. Eris closes off her story with why she came here, of her desire to learn the truth, though we both stop short of telling Miss Keller about her desire to undo these abilities.
I see. I've never heard of an ability that can affect others before.
What do you think it means?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think it might be confirmation of my suspicions about that theory.
What theory?
Miss Keller pauses momentarily in thought before turning back in assurance.
You're not going to quite understand me if I just tell you outright, so I'll try to give you a quick rundown that'll explain the basics. At least that way, you'll partially understand what I'm saying.
Miss Keller abruptly takes a step in closer towards Eris and I.
Have you ever considered what dimensions above ours might look like?
Dimensions like traveling to another world?
No, that's just sci-fi stuff. Higher dimensions are like other sides to the world we inhabit, I guess you could say. They interact with us, but in ways that seem bizarre because of our own three-dimensional point of view.
I've heard of things like that. I've seen hypothetical higher dimensional shapes online. A tesseract is a popular one.
Once again, Eris makes me feel way behind in knowledge.
That's kind of it, though those shapes assume higher dimensions take spatial form similar to ours, which is unlikely. Still, it's not a bad way to grasp the general concept. Here, I'll explain it to you this way.
Miss Keller gets out her phone and with some rapid clicks to fast-moving fingers, opens up a low-res science animation, holding it for Eris and I to see.
Imagine a two-dimensional being, a being whose only existence is on this plane. They could move only using the two axes available to them. First is up and down. The second is left and right. And finally, they can move in variations of those two axes. In other words, different degrees of diagonal movements. Everything in their world and all their perceptions center on this two-dimensional plane. The idea of depth to our 2D friend, however, would be completely foreign to them. Trying to visualize or explain it to a being of this world would ultimately be futile. Even so, that doesn't mean they couldn't experience the effects of the third dimension. It's just that their experience of it would feel bizarre, almost supernatural. Here, I'll show you.
Miss Keller quickly opens up two animations and plays them side by side.
Imagine a three-dimensional being decides to drop a cone into the 2D world. It would look a little like this. As the 3D cone shape moved through the 2D world, the two-dimensional beings would only experience the cross-section of that shape. Consider what it would look like to them for this 3D cone to move through their world by descending through the third dimension. To them, it would appear as if a circle suddenly expanded out of nothing, then continued expanding before randomly disappearing out of existence, all without rhyme or reason. It would seem like something supernatural was happening, something that violates all the laws they experience every day.
I see what she's saying. Something so outside of our common knowledge and experience, we always have a hard time accepting. We'd likely either say such violations are impossible, or some would believe them to be supernatural.
The point is, laws that operate on higher dimensions to our own seem nonsensical, but that doesn't make them so. In fact, just because we can't fully visualize or wrap our heads around such things, that doesn't mean we can't find evidence and look for the patterns that confirm them. For example, the 2D being would never be able to fully understand or visualize what it might be like to live in 3 dimensions. However, they could still map the patterns they see when 3D beings decided to interact with their world, like the expanding circle in this example. Over time, the 2D beings would come up with their own representations, which, whilst incomplete, would help them start to piece together aspects of the third dimension. We call this the dimensional reduction principle. When phenomena from higher dimensions are experienced in lower dimensions, you are left only with an incomplete, pattern-like version of the true reality.
Dimensional reduction principle.
Dimensional reduction principle states that when phenomena from higher dimensions are experienced in lower dimensions, they are experienced in a reduced pattern-like version of their fullness. Example, a cone dropped from the third dimension through blah blah blah. Can't even read it all anyway, so.
Okay, would be experienced by a 2D creature as a circle appearing out of nowhere, expanding then suddenly disappearing. The circle and its strange appearing disappearing behavior is the... Now I'm missing the last line, but I'm going to assume, the thing they can't explain.
Yep.
Okay. Phenomena. Miss Keller closes her video and puts away her phone.
I understand, but how does this connect to what I just told you, and the theory you mentioned?
The point here I am making is simple. Your abilities seem to do the impossible. but that's only because the interactions are occurring in higher dimensions. These interactions we can only gauge by the associated patterns we see here in our dimension. And we call these discernible patterns resonance.
Discernible patterns that cause effects in our world. Like the golden ratio?
You know about that?
Yes, we do.
A little. It's a long story. We know it's connected to our abilities.
Right. Yes, the spiral is perhaps the most prominent, though that is where your ability comes in, Eris, and confirms some of my suspicions about how resonance works.
How does it work?
Let me show you.
As color gets in close between Eris and I and holds aloft a diagram to the background of the night sky.
First, we have the normal physical world. This is the world we live in. It has 3 spatial dimensions and 1 of time, making 4 in total. The physical world is a world of matter, space, time, biology, energy. In other words, this is the normal world we inhabit every day, that we can experience with our 5 senses. At the top of it all, we have the world of the abstract. These are the dimensions above our own, consisting of 7 dimensions in total. We cannot directly interact with these dimensions, but they shape and influence our physical world in every way. Through the patterns they create, we can see their influence all around us. Maths, geometries, music,
I'll be right
logic.
back.
Abstract patterns that rule over and set the natural world around us. This is the evidence and influence of these higher dimensions that we can't access ourselves.
I'm back, sorry.
So you're saying these dimensions are like the example you showed us before?
Exactly.
Okay.
These higher dimensions aren't spatial dimensions, at least not in the way we think of them. We will never be able to intuit or experience what these dimensions really are. We can only see the patterns they create and map our own understanding onto them, much like the 2D creature could do in an attempt to understand the 3D. These 7 dimensions are often clustered together and called the information space, or IS for short.
Information space.
The information space, or IS for short, describes the groups of dimensions above the physical world, which from a human point of view appear informational rather than physical. From these dimensions spring abstract realities such as maths, logic, geometries, the laws of physics, and more. The physical world cannot alter these higher dimensions, but these higher dimensions shape and influence the physical world in every way according to the dimensional reduction principle. See tip for more details.
And then there's something underneath which we can't see.
It's an abstract world of patterns that shape everything we see. Wedged in between these 2 worlds, we have consciousness. Consciousness is a scientific field in its own right, interacting with both the physical world and the abstract world. From our perspective, I guess you could say it is the mediator between the 2 worlds. As you can see, the abstract world makes itself known through patterns to our consciousness, as well as directly to the physical world by shaping its laws. As far as we can tell, there is no way for our consciousness to change aspects of the abstract world. The flow is one way. However, consciousness can assert its will on the physical world. Using our knowledge of the abstract world, our consciousness can act on and change elements of the physical world. Science, technology, this is abstract knowledge used by consciousness to change the physical world. If you would ever doubt it, just look at a city and see how we can reshape the physical landscape.
Can't anything physical change the physical world, though? How is that consciousness?
The greater the consciousness, the more power to affect change in the physical world. All living creatures have a level of consciousness, but differ in how strongly they interact with the consciousness field. It goes without saying human brains are by far the most evolved to tether this field to the physical world. Everything non-conscious is determined purely by the laws of the abstract world.
Did you skip the blue text
There was blue text?
for the consciousness field?
Everything. It goes with all living
Oh,
creatures
I
have
didn't
a
even
level
see
of
it.
consciousness, but differ in how strongly
Hang
they
on, she's still
interact with the
talking.
consciousness field.
Consciousness field.
Consciousness is a scientific field in its own right that for humans phenomenologically functions as a
Phenomenal.
wedge between the physical world and the abstract world. All things interact with the consciousness field, and it is through this field that the abstract can be made known to physical creatures. Physical brains to tether the conscious field to the biological entities to express themselves in the physical world.
Oh, those were definitely words.
It goes without
Alright,
saying
I'm gonna
everything
skip.
non.
Because I already listened to that bit, and then when you're ready.
So let me get this straight. The higher levels can assert themselves down to the lower levels, but not the other way around?
Close enough. Let's go with that as a basis anyway. So the big question is, under what conditions could the flow go the other way? What would such a thing even look like? Your abilities are forms of resonance, examples of your consciousness interacting more strongly with the IS. Even then, the flow,
Are you
as far as we
saying
can tell,
Eris is
isn't
changing
going
the
other way.
IS?
But
Oh,
your
there was
story,
a thing
Eris,
there.
sounds a little different.
Okay, I think IS just goes to information space, which we've already read.
Okay.
No, she isn't doing that. Such a thing would endanger the very laws of the universe and life itself. If I had to guess, well, let me put it to you like this. Look at the top. Music is one of the various patterns, the various languages of reality flowing from the IS. We have all experienced how strongly the IS interacts with our minds through music. What is music? An assortment of sound waves that mathematically cohere according to a pattern. Two different notes that go well together we call harmony. Essentially, their frequencies merge, creating a resonance, patterns that are highly coherent. And if one of these frequencies is even slightly off, we instantly perceive it. We call it out of tune. Don't you find it fascinating that this complex computation all happens within our brain, practically without thought? That our minds can do such complicated calculation of sound waves with no obvious evolutionary benefit? Yet this isn't...
Ooh, hang on. I'd never thought of that before. I can barely do maths at all, yet my mind can automatically process such complicated stuff like the overlaying of multiple frequencies.
Yet this isn't even the most amazing thing about music. What is strange is the universal inherent meaning
How we
anyone can
perceive
through a piece of
frequencies and music
all without
is
ever being
also kind of
taught or
cultural,
conditioned.
not just like, oh, it's right or wrong. Like, this is a very Western-centric idea of music.
Hmm.
Because dissonance and stuff being out of tune and how we perceive like whole steps and half steps within our musical constructs is very much Western, and where like Eastern and even like native forms of music don't rely on such constructs. So like,
Yeah.
People all around the world will similarly associate certain frequency mixes as sad or happy, independent of language, race, upbringing, or cultural influence. These musical patterns are inexplicably so deeply meaningful, tugging at our hearts and minds, indicating some grander symphony of connection greater than we can possibly imagine. Music is one of the languages of reality. It connects us to something fundamental about the structure of existence.
Part of me wants to retort, but she's right. Some of the most transcendent. Well, I was thinking transcendental, but then
Yep.
transcendent. It's like philosophy and philosophical. Philosophical. Yeah. I've had was when I was listening to
How
music.
does that relate to my ability, though?
Look back on this image. If your ability was able to take resonance from the IS, and then through your consciousness create music in the lower physical world that directly implants this extra resonance,
Then my music could directly change the consciousness of others.
it's just a guess, but it makes the most sense. Your ability makes your music more strongly interact upwards from the physical world into the consciousness field, directly interacting with it. You could call this type of resonance harmony, if you like. I didn't think such a thing could exist.
This kind of looks out in thought before putting the phone away and turning to faces.
Still not sure I fully understand what resonance is.
From the sounds of it, it'll always be a little unintuitive.
Resonance is how we experience the operations of higher levels of reality. It is the unseen connection we experience in pattern form.
Resonance!
Resonance is how humans experience the operations of higher levels of reality influencing their own 4D reality, with this resonance often seemingly occurring in supernatural ways. Resonance refers to events created by unseen connections that 4D creatures can only experience in pattern form, according to the dimensional reduction principle. See tip for more details.
They are synchronous events that bring higher dimensional information flooding into our world. We don't fully understand it, but we can see its fingerprints all around us. We can intuit when it's happening, just like music.
Right, she said before it's pattern-based and intuitive like
Okay,
music.
let me see if I've got this right. This resonance is our 3D experience of something that's actually happening at a higher level of reality. Our experience of it is intuitive and pattern-based, much like music. We only experience it in this way because we lack the ability to perceive the connections that appear in higher dimensions, much like how the 2D being can only perceive the common patterns they identify from 3D events and not see the direct connections themselves. The dimensional reduction principle in action.
Which we already read.
Yep.
Geez, I think you should have my job. You explained that perfectly, and more simply than I did.
Is there a way to stop Eris's resonance then, so when she sings it doesn't affect people's consciousness?
I'm just speculating, Eris, but perhaps your song resonated with the sad and lonely reality of many people's lives, where all consciousness interacts in higher dimensional space. This is likely the resonance you put out into the physical world through your music. To stop it, you would have to identify how to cut off resonance with the higher dimensions. This is difficult, as our reality sits nested inside of them, always interacting with them.
But it is possible, right?
The first thing you'd have to find out is why you all got your abilities in the first place. Then, when you find out how that resonance is happening, you could try
We already
to
know
stop
that.
it.
Our DNA matches the golden ratio. That's the pattern that is creating the resonance.
Okay, but why would resonating with this ratio create such an effect? Think about it. These abilities only just started emerging now, at this time in history. Why is that? I'm sure people throughout history have had DNA that closely matched this ratio, yet they didn't have these abilities. I'm not saying it isn't genetic. It clearly is. The question is, what is the spiral itself? Why did this resonance between this spiral and your genes only begin recently? That's something I think we both should know.
Miss Keller trails off. A graveness sits on her voice. She's clearly going through much more than she's telling us, as evidenced by her willingness to share this with us here tonight. I wonder how badly the Institute's been treating her.
Thanks for everything, Miss Keller. I know this isn't easy.
Oh, is that sympathy I hear? Do I really come across as so pathetic?
No, it's just...
I'm just teasing you, Zeke, though it's probably true.
No, it's not.
Eris?
Zeke's right. I don't know what they've been making you do over there, but going this far for us, it's got to count for something. I appreciate it. I was wrong. About you, at least.
I know how difficult it was for Eris to say that. That means a lot to her.
Thanks, Eris. I'm not sure I deserve it, but I appreciate it.
After saying our goodbyes to Miss Keller, I insisted on walking Eris home. especially given the late hour and the journey she had to make through the dingy downtown streets. The wind has picked up, and an ominous tension clings to the night. We discussed everything we heard from Miss Keller and the confusing nature of her scattered thoughts. I could tell that within what she said were important pearls of information that may lead us closer to our goal. Even so, being able to separate the wheat from the chaff and the truth from the speculation is something that is difficult to ascertain given our limited knowledge of the subject in question. In truth, my head is still spinning given the last few days, and that conversation has left me as confused as ever.
Well, I'd better head inside.
Yeah, it's starting to get late.
The world hasn't ended yet, though. We pause in an awkward
No.
silence, neither of us knowing what to say next. It's weird to invite myself in, and I'm assuming Eris is too shy to do it, at least in this situation.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you then.
Eris retreats back into her apartment. I once again stare at the closed door before me, then swiftly exit the building. I travel past my apartment, deciding to take a walk to let off some steam. When did I become so awkward? I'm not going to get anywhere with her acting like that. Even as these thoughts cross my mind, I have a sharp twinge of guilt course through my body. How could I be thinking these thoughts so soon after what happened to Isla? What's wrong with me?
In that moment, it feels as if a dark pit opens up in my stomach as the reality of what happened to Isla, which I only distracted myself from momentarily, reemerges. All I am left with as I walk alone in these streets is regret.
Do you want me to read it if you're dying over there?
I'm fine. I feel
Okay.
alone in a way I haven't felt since I first arrived to this city. And it becomes obvious to me I can't bury my head in the sand any longer. I can't keep running away and distracting myself with meaningless things. What happened to Isla has pulled the rug from under my feet, pulled out the illusion of a comfortable life. I'm caught up in the middle of something here, whether I like it or not. I have to find out the truth. I only wish I had started earlier. Then maybe Isla would still be here. All I can do now is make sure something like this doesn't happen again and keep my promise to Eris. We have to find out the truth and get rid of these abilities. But in this moment, just as I begin to feel a sense of clarity, something inexplicable happens.
The world. Yeah. Whoa!
Something so sudden, so unforeseen, I am totally
Ugh.
disoriented by its arrival. For a moment, the world stalls, freezing to white. My perceptions begin to restart, and when my vision returns, my mind is stunned by the incoherence my eyes seem to be showing me.
The world is overlaid in chaos. Is this my synesthesia? What is happening? I don't know why, but my intuition is screaming that I'm in great danger. I can't contain my confusion and panic. Nothing makes sense. Although this chaos makes one thing become clear. Eris, I need to get to her right now. Nothing else matters. I sprint towards Eris's apartment. Panic overtakes each step. As I round the corner, I find her in the street, making her way back towards me.
Zeke!
Eris!
The sound! What is happening?
Sound? I don't hear anything. I see colours.
What should we do?
This is too sudden, too fast. Surely something like this needs some warning. Like this? Like what? Whatever this is, surely the timing of this can't be right. Yet, despite my eternal protests, the disorientating display only accelerates. My head swirls, becoming dizzy and weightless, as it feels an otherworldly luminance pierce through me. Ow! And for a second time, the world momentarily is absorbed in white. Yet the sight on the other side is even more incomprehensible than the first. We found ourselves weightless above the crumbling world as my vision blurs at the sheer magnitude of what is before them. Fear courses through me at the endless distance below my feet, before it begins to be taken by a strange stillness. In the midst of the beautiful havoc, Eris and I look to each other. We understand these are our final moments. Yet the sheer inescapable futility of the situation steals the anxiety, leaving only longing and regret.
So I guess this is what it meant the entire time.
Eris's voice carries a wistful resignation, hinting at self-deprecation.
We were too late to stop it.
How could we ever stop this?
And then suddenly filled with anger. Anger at the world that dares to tear itself apart so senselessly. That would steal Isla and then take away my future with Eris without care or warning. Eris addresses me in a voice that almost drops to a whisper as we prepare to face our ends.
Just my luck that this would happen so soon after I found you. I suppose you'll never be able to hear my voice.
Yet, as the chaos swirls around, something inexplicable begins to occur between Eris and I. There is only one word I could use to describe it. Resonance. Something within and between Eris and I begins to resonate. A union that goes well above our designs but is more natural than any action I have performed. There's a deep intuition, a deep instinct, a song almost thrust upon Eris and I, working its way through our beings like vessels. As it does, to me it appears as if a weaving of colour and of song begins to emanate from us.
What is happening?
Eris's final hopes and her unfulfilled dreams. All the weight of her will and her unavenged pain, I see them crystallise in what must be a product of my synesthesia. And they weave in with my own in what seems to be a symphony, a song of our own making. And the appearance of that song, to me, seems like a golden thread that begins to form in response to our union.
I'm glad that I got to be here, to be part of your final song.
Our farewell is filled with resignation and regret, yet the light of a faint hope tinges it, which cannot be extinguished even by the coming doom. We sense it now. Our time is truly up.
Goodbye, Eris.
Thanks for filling my final days with color.
This resonance draws to a close, and as it does, Eris opens her mouth, and out of it proceeds a shrill cry. Yet it's one so filled with tone and colour it seems to carry a symphony all on its own. And with it, I see that golden thread we produced cast out into the darkness, tossed into the void beyond all sight. As it proceeds, we ourselves are enraptured in the dooming light.
Goodbye, Zeke. And thank you for reaching me.
Follow the golden thread. Maybe we write
That's
that
the second time
message
we've
to
had the golden thread.
ourselves. Maybe we write that message to ourselves and send it back through time.
Was this the right path? Was there a way out of this? Eris End.
And bleep bloop.
Eris End.
You reach the end of Eris's route. I'm hungry. Okay. So, tips. Flowchart.
Flowchart.
Okay, so now we have all the pluses, the puzzle. There was no bad end on Eris's route, though. That was interesting.
Right?
Now we have 2 keys and the lock is open.
Well, there wasn't a bad end on Keller End either.
I mean, the whole thing was a bad end.
Well, I mean, Isla, Eris, and Keller End are all bad then by that logic.
Yeah, someone's dead. And then we're all dead.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We are all dead.
In all 3 of these endings, everybody dies.
Yeah, so...
Like, I think even in Keller End, everybody dies.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump back to that story point. Now I can do that and drop a save. So that I'm ready to pick it up and it's in the right place.
Yeah, I'm just going through all these.
And the tips, there's usually some extra bits with the ends. We got Eris End new. To get. Oh, do you want to read that one out? No, why are you?
Oh.
We're not doing the ending now. It's like nearly 6:45. I'm hungry.
We are. I was trying to get myself off to after the wall of text from the dream sequence.
Yeah, but we can just hit skip at the beginning and next stream.
I just didn't know how far I was going to skip. After gaining significant information from Miss Keller as to the nature of their abilities, a sudden and violent occurrence of Zeke's synesthesia takes place, followed by what seemed to be the falling apart of the world. Zeke makes it to Eris, and in sharing their final moments together, a strange resonance phenomena occurs. A golden thread thrust into the void.
Do 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 do. But also with Isla, we got the phenomenon as well.
Yeah.
There's still another, 7 entries there.
Yep.
Yeah, the scrolling doesn't work so well, so we're just going to go with close files. Okay, end of stream. I am absolutely starving. That's the end of synesthesia for today. We've got 14 achievements. There's still a bad end, a true route, and some
True
more
endings
epilogues and oh my god, more endings and
We probably get a romance with both of them that's much happier.
yeah, and the epilogues.
Or at least a
that would be
romance with
interesting.
Isla. The romance with Eris didn't feel as romancy. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I mean, I'd be happy just that they're alive, you know. But
Imagine that that's actually an ending we can get.
yeah, that would be cool. So I'm hoping everyone
So far,
survives this
everybody's
event.
dying.
Yeah, everyone's dying. That's not good. We do not like the dying. So yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow with Persona 4 Golden. Jesse's request. We are continuing with the story. We have not got very far. We did get an achievement though. We are trying to save our friend. And there are now 3 of us that can do the fighting. So hopefully battles will be a little bit easier. Jesse, are you back later on today?
Quite possibly. Not sure what yet.
Cool.
Still deciding on that front.
Fair enough. Well, I have to make some food before my stomach tries to eat bits of me it's not supposed to eat. So I'm going to say I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, joined by Jesse, otherwise known as the voice in my head. Thank you to ID Xbox for the code for streaming the game, and I bid you goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.